But we're all here and we're live. And look, it's all my players.
We are all here.
That's a mere accusation. There's no proof that we are all players.
I prefer to be referred to as a player.
Thank you.
Role player.
Yes.
Hate Jack, not the game.
I'll take awkward things Jack says for 100.
Oh, actually, speaking of that,
What?
Speaking of awkward things, Jack.
Yeah, well, it's not
no, we're like, we might be having some new content coming to Geeks Like Us, which is going to be a Geek Jeopardy type thing. We're trying to still figure out the details of it, but the idea is it's going to be all geek and nerdy categories except for one category, which is going to be like,
Is the one category just going to be potent potables?
I was going to guess potpourri.
potpourri. No, like sports ball.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that the thing that Trey Parker and Matt Stone starred in?
That's basketball.
Basketball. Yeah.
Right,
Basketball.
Phenomenal movie. But
It is. Yeah. So that might be something. So keep an eye out on Geeks Like Us. Update to our Minecraft server is almost ready to go live. I'm Sven and Huvian have been working on the Spawn platform that looks amazing. And we're after Spawn, you have 4 areas that you're going to be able to go to, and it's going to be super fun. One of them will be no mobs, like no creepers, no skeletons, no endermen, nothing like that. So you can go mining without worrying about a creeper sneaking up behind you and blowing you up.
Excellent. I'll have to get on that.
Seems helpful.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you all? I once did a training for parents and clinicians on geek culture, and I demonstrated Minecraft in front of an audience live. And as I turned around to explain what was going on, they asked, "What's that green thing coming towards your house slowly?" And I turned around only to see a big explosion. And they asked, what just happened? And I turned to them forlorn and said, about 2 hours of repair work to the side of my house. That's what happened.
Yes.
Good timing, though. Like, you really couldn't have asked for better timing.
Yeah.
Now, this is how we use this game to teach frustration tolerance.
What a perfect segue. Thank you.
Resilience.
I sat in on Game to Grow's Minecraft social skills group, and I played about an hour of Minecraft in my life. But I sat in as sort of the model student, and I figured out how to make horses. So I spent the next hour making horses.
In a creative setting?
Breeding horses?
I guess so. I figured out that if I pushed this button, a horse appeared. So I was like,
oh, you're a sandbox mode. Okay, you're creative.
I know how to spend the next hour. I'm going to make a bunch of horses. And then I'm going to dig all the dirt out from underneath them until they drown.
That's horrible.
Wow.
A bunch of horses. I heard of that.
Oh, God. My girls have a creative world that they have filled with so many animals. It runs at about 2 frames a second, maybe. It's so laggy.
Dig a hole and then it fills in with water and they all drown.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a horrible catchphrase, Adam. I'm just saying. That's not just dig a hole and it fills with water and they all drown.
That's great.
I don't know how to get rid of the horses otherwise, so.
you just hit them.
Run free.
Well, so there's no Emerald City Comic Con this weekend now.
This is
so
true.
what will you all be doing instead?
Well, we wanted to replicate the experience of Emerald City Comic Con for those of you who can't enjoy it. So what we decided to do was we were just going to go around with pieces of paper and have people cough into it and then mail it. So you get some of the experience.
That's interesting.
But without, you don't have to be there necessarily.
Emerald City CoronaCon.
Well, I planned on hanging around the house for that, not bathing for the entire weekend, and getting DoorDash Dick's Drive-In sent to me.
We'll
But
set up a
leftovers.
board game for 6 people, but invite 15 to play in it.
There we go. There we
Yeah.
go. So yeah, no, we're gonna.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we're gonna do while I eat a bag of dicks and.
That sounds terrible.
What?
Dick, you recognize the phrase that just came out of your
Yeah,
mouth?
there's a new winner for worst catchphrase, and it is Dr. B.
Come to Seattle, eat a bag of dicks.
Yeah. Actually, on the East Coast, I will be attending with Max, one of our therapeutic GMs, and our buddies, Dr. Brian Quinones and Timothy Grant from Gates, which is an organization in Jersey, does therapeutic gaming. We're going to be at BFG Con in Frederick, Maryland. We're engaging in 6 different panels covering therapy and gaming over the weekend. So anyone in the tri-state area who wants to come out and have some fun, come to Frederick, Maryland for BFG Con and Bodana and Gates this weekend.
Awesome.
I think a MD reached out to me who's going to be speaking there.
MD.
Medical doctor.
Oh,
A
was that
psychiatrist.
Noah?
I'll have to check. I'll chat with
Yeah.
you offline about
Okay,
it. But yeah.
definitely.
My cool. Any other announcements of things that people are doing? Rachel has books out.
I have books.
Yes.
Buy some books. Yeah, the second printing arrived. It is in Amazon warehouses as we speak. So
I
if you
realize that's so exciting.
Cool.
and now
That's
it's pretty cool.
Cool.
And then this week, actually, a post about Pragmatic Princess got shared on the Pantsuit Nation Facebook page, which has 3 million people.
Oh my God, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, so that was
Yay.
pretty great. Good things. And then I'm just staying in my house, trying not to get sick.
Yeah, we're trying to stay not sick here too.
Yeah.
Game to Grow has a bunch of workshops and trainings coming up, but none of them are open to the public. So I can talk about them, but you can't come to them.
But you can't come.
Just for you to just be excited, just be excited
Be
for
excited for you guys.
us. Yeah.
Okay, hold on. If I come over there and I like give you a secret handshake that's so secret you don't know it, would I be allowed to come to one of these things?
Only one of them is in Seattle, so it depends on whether you want to travel.
Also, I have to warn you, I'm a handshake expert and know every handshake.
That should be Baeridin's spell. Something related to handshakes.
That's his magic spell. Baeridin's
Yes.
magic spell is literally just that he holds out his hand, and then other people often will hold out their hand, and then he shakes their hand.
No, I think the spell is like you.
I mean, not always. Sometimes
No.
they resist.
It's an enchantment spell, or no, it's a charm spell. Okay, and as you had the other person who has to fail a wisdom save suddenly does a very secret handshake with you. They don't know how they knew the hand gestures.
Yeah.
But they spend their action doing this handshake.
Perfect.
That's hilarious.
It's a third level spell.
Gemhammer, get on this.
Jack, what was the
Well,
event called? There's a question for you in the chat.
Thank you.
Frederick Sid.
Speaking of
There we
Jim
go.
Hammer, we saw
Yes.
Jim Hammer at PAX East.
Yes.
Our lovely friends there. And he said that, or Connor said that he doesn't get to catch he never gets to catch the first hour of our game because it's his D&D night. But he says he always turns it on as soon as he gets home, and we're always pulling a card from one of the decks when he turns it on. He's like, "You people always use my decks."
Yes, we do.
We do.
Because they
You use
make
them
the
a
games.
lot.
Make the game so much fun. And we are going to do a one-off where I pull out the deck of all the things.
Oh my God, please don't. I was looking through those.
I would
It
love
would-
to be a part of that.
It will be a one-off. It will be
Okay,
a completely
okay.
like not canon game because
Okay,
those
that's all
things
right then.
break the world.
Those things make
You
me
don't
sad.
you don't even need to come up with a plot line. You just go, you're in a room.
Pull a card.
you just take a pull.
Yeah.
You're in a room and you see a deck of cards before
Yeah.
you.
Oh, can I please play a character with the last name Shtick and the first name Schlepp?
Yes.
Schleppstick.
Yes, completely.
That would be amazing. I want to be the paladin Schleppstick.
Only if you have a low dexterity score would I allow that.
Oh yeah.
Falls into the character.
Fair.
You know?
Very fair.
Okay, wizard then.
Schlepped-
Ooh. Would that be the name of the wand? As
No.
well? No, just the name of the wizard?
Schleppstick.
Schleppstick.
Schleppstick the
Is
wizard.
that the accent? Like old prospector, but not quite so.
Yeah, no, that's exactly how we're doing this. But Schleppstick is going to use his wand, so it'll be Schleppstick stick.
Oh my god. So where were we, Megan, in the story and stuff?
Well, we'll get there. So real quick, I will hopefully, if Gary Con is not canceled, I will be there, pending coronavirus. So we'll see. Yeah. But as of right now, I'm going to be at Gary Con. I'm doing a talk on Friday night and Saturday night, and then nice. I actually did not sign up for any games because I just wanted to hang out and see people and chill. So
nice.
Yeah.
I'll be there if it's not canceled.
Maybe you can say hi to Margaret Weiss. That's one of the 2 events that she attends every year. That and Gen Con.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
Give her credit for me being a game master.
There's some news about Gen Con.
There's some news about Gen Con. Rachel, you want to tell them?
You tell them.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
So Take This has been announced as one of Gen Con's official charities this year, and several of our staff members will be there circulating throughout the entirety of the show.
That is amazing.
Awesome.
That is so cool. I'm super excited for you guys.
I'm hoping to make it out to Gen Con.
We're keeping it sort of in the family here because Game to Grow was one of the charities last year.
Yep.
And you better be there.
Yeah, I'm hoping
we're working on it.
There can be a way to share a table with somebody. It's hard to get a table at Gen Con.
We don't have a table for Gen Con, and at this point it's too late. We might be able to get in on somebody else's table.
Right.
So we're working those strings.
I might know somebody.
If anybody in the chat happens to have a table and some space,
let's talk. Let's see what we can arrange with
people
we all know.
I can think of 3 different people we could reach out to share space with, and one of them I'm pretty sure would let you share space. So
sweet.
If we know multiple people, that would be thankful as well.
Oh yeah, is Bodana also looking to do the same?
Yeah, we've already submitted our 4 panels for this year, but I mean, a booth would be fantabulous.
Yeah, I don't want to say the people on stream, but I think
let's collab. Team collab.
All right. Well, so some reminders. Our music is from Tabletop Audio. They make awesome audio tracks to have under your tabletop role-playing games that are free to use, and they come out with new ones every couple of weeks. I've been using it a lot more for my therapy games, just because it's a little easier to navigate. And they have a really cool sound pad too to add sound effects to your game, which can be super fun when you have them doing a long rest in a forest and you hit the loud roar sound and they all jump. Not that I'm a GM like that. And then some of the images you'll be seeing tonight come from an amazing program called Flowscape. They actually don't say that we have to say that it's from Flowscape, but like it's a really amazing program. It's only $15 on Steam, and you can make amazing, beautiful art with it that turns into battle maps and scenes for your world, and it is gorgeous. So check it out, please.
Phenomenal.
And also, as always, we will be featuring our decks from our friends at Gemhammer and Sons. They are wonderful friends of the show and just amazing people, makers of wonderful, fun decks that have created no end in this game. So please check them out and support them if you can.
Sheesh.
All right. So
they're gemazing.
Oh God. And here come all the puns.
Hashtag not a tagline.
Honor, I'm glad you didn't hear that.
Not here yet. So.
Anywho.
Good.
When last we left our heroes. Oops, let me start this over again. You all had taken off to sea, eventually trying to head off to the far east to the lands where Baeridin is from, to seek out his homeland and make sure everything's okay. Enkai again donned her persona of the pirate Ishka, getting aboard her ship, and you all set off. A few days out to sea, you found a noble person's pleasure boat and decided, no, that's ours now. And you got to meet.
Just sounds like.
That's why we took it, Adam.
Exactly. Personal vessel. That'd be. You met a lady Naren on there, a human, studious type who doesn't seem to understand that her ship was commandeered by pirates. Instead, seems to be kind of convinced that she's on an upgraded ship now that's hers. Has been
Oh, Naren.
Doesn't
Does everything
really...
sound like a dirty joke to you now, Adam?
She doesn't really seem to mind much of what's going on as long as she can observe the stars and the planets at night. You all made your way to Jericho, the capital city of the Empire, or Empire. Again, they call themselves an empire, but they're really small. And we're able to sell Naren's ship for a good amount that was able to outfit your ship with needed supplies and give everybody a good payday. As you did some shopping, Gragnold found a mithril sword that he hopes to find a way to imbue with sentience so that Dawn can have her
about that.
life partner. This also started the dating app Whetstone for sentient weapons.
What? Hold on here.
Whetstone.
It's been started.
This was the one session I missed.
Yeah. It was
Oh
so
wait,
good.
there's more.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Heading off to Crispy's, they bought no less than 3 dozen donuts, I think. 4 dozen? Something.
A lot.
It was a
It's a lot.
bit.
It was in the many dozens category.
Many dozens.
Many dozens. Many dozens. Yeah.
This was also when Enkai decided to try and steal a book from a library under the watchful gaze of one of the librarians.
Yeah, that didn't work out so well.
Who sat on the table to watch her the rest of the interaction. Baeridin also went out to one of his old haunts to catch up with a bartender that he knew who passed along a letter from his brother that didn't sit right at first with him. And it wasn't until he exposed the letter to heat to find the message underneath that he's needed quite urgently back in his homeland. So, making way with haste. Enkai, Immeral, and Gragnold all helped to get the ship ready to set sail. Well, Baron and Baeridin decided to have a Nature Bros Day. I'll let you two, if you want to, explain this in character here in a moment. So we will come back to...
Boy.
As you two are returning to the ship at the same time as a crate full of pineapples.
Not to mention other assorted dried fruits and nuts.
Yes.
We got the whole party pack as a surprise for everyone's hard work.
Enkai.
Something amazing happened. Oh, you won't believe it. We were going on this walk, and we went out to a mystical land where they have all sorts of fruit. Pineapples, and also there was dried fruits. It was amazing. Anyway, we're back.
Baron's expression is disbelieving at best.
Are we still, like, fully injured?
Yeah.
What?
Baron's been, like, running through, like, from the shoulder. And we're, like, covered in like, dirt and leaves and scratched up.
But you have pineapples.
Yeah.
Seriously, I leave you people alone for 3 hours.
Yeah. And we got pineapples. They're delicious. You should try them.
I suppose I will.
Yes, the pineapples are delicious. We just went for an adventure. I slipped and fell, apparently down a very large hill,
Yeah.
and got quite hurt, and that's about all I can remember, but
This tastes
I do feel very much at peace.
You don't eat the outside.
It's pointy.
It's hard to eat.
You have to shave the skin off. It's like
No, by all means, eat the outside.
No, I tried that. It wasn't good.
Anyway, so we were talking to these tree people, and they were all like, we don't really care about pineapple, which I thought was really unfortunate. And then we like hung out, and then we went to a tree land where there were lots of tree people, and we killed a guy. And then we came back, and all the
we were in
pineapples showed up in the ship.
we were in a forest.
Yeah, in the forest.
Okay.
Yeah,
I suppose I should say thank you.
yeah. Well, I mean, to the tree people.
They gave
And the pineapple guy.
There's a guy.
Yeah,
He sells more than pineapples.
he's over there. He brought the pineapples over.
Where do you get so many
You
pineapples?
can't. He's too far away.
Okay, I have questions.
He's louder than that.
I have questions for you both.
They're all paid for. We didn't steal a thing.
Okay, that takes care of one question. Other questions. Were there any explosions?
Just
There
an
was
explosion of flavor.
There was an
You've got to
explosion
try
of
those
flavor.
pineapples. I spend a long time with Baeridin, apparently.
We can tell that you've
How?
been spending a little too much time with Barry.
It's very much an explosion.
Nothing
flavor.
wrong with two men who love the forest sharing their love together.
Yeah, we went into the forest and loved all over the forest together.
It was a
I would
beautiful
pretend none
afternoon.
of that ever happened.
With
Great.
some trees.
At this point,
People,
Naren
they were
comes
very
back
nice.
out onto the deck and looks over at you. Emerald will say, Elf boy, you were supposed to be helping me with the scrolls.
I'm sorry, who are you again?
Okay, I think we should offer Immeral a little flashback. What do you say?
What did you all do to me?
I should mention too. That's right. I'm sorry, Dr. B. Naren should keep stopping with her.
I'm sorry. I was Naren's valet. I was her helper monkey.
Handler, I think, was the more appropriate term.
For what it's
Yeah.
worth, Immeral, I'm a little bit out to lunch as well. I was about to call you Dabney. That's how out of sync I
Pineapple with your lunch.
am. Nope.
I need that. Give me that satchel with the scrolls.
Okay, fine. Whatever, lady.
Captain, we should be disembarking soon. The weather seems like it will be nice tonight, and I wish to observe the stars without the interference of the lights of the city.
Who are you again?
So you're
She's
telling me your time
sex
with
boat
her
lady.
did improve your friendship,
I believe
Emerald?
it's called a pleasure cruise.
You're not having fun.
This is the ship. We are observing the stars. We're going out to observe the stars, correct?
I can't
I
see
mean-
anything.
Yes?
You'll be able to see the stars.
There's stars there.
Oh,
Up.
They're up. Yeah.
above us.
All right. Well, I'm going to go plot our course to get the best view that we can tonight.
Excellent.
I have a
Enkai.
question for all of us, though.
Is
Is
this like a
this-
huddle question, or do we wait till Naren walks away?
Actually, yeah, no, this is a huddle question. Huddle question. Everybody huddle up.
That in no way looks weird.
Yeah.
Us
Oh my
huddling up.
goodness. Okay, huddle up. All right, gang. Who is this lady? Huh?
Who's this lady? Naren, she's a scientist. She's the one who's talking to us about how the planes are thinning.
We stole her ship.
She's referring to me as Elf Boy.
We sold her ship.
Are you
Yeah.
an elf?
Yeah, I don't know.
You look
That's your
rather
thing.
young and boyish.
That's your thing.
Okay, you know, I'm 120.
I don't know about what you and Naren are doing in your private time. Okay, but
Okay, her referral to me as Elf Boy is reductive and demeaning.
You're supposed to eat the inside.
It's much better, huh?
The outside doesn't taste like anything.
Try this one.
Has a little bite, doesn't
No,
it?
catch up with this. All right,
No,
We're not
that would go
talking about the
horrible on
spiky-
pineapple. That's not make it taste good at all.
We're not. No, you are not supposed to eat the outside of the pineapple. You know this. I know this. You're
And
not supposed to
he
actually
just discovered it.
Why are we taking her along? She's referring to me as Elf Boy. This is
Immeral.
demeaning.
Immeral.
What?
She is integral. She understands what is happening with the planes thinning and Pelor and all of this stuff that's happening. She has to stick around. If you don't like the way she's talking to you, go tell her. She's our prisoner. She can't go anywhere.
Okay, excuse me. I'm gonna go tell her right
Okay.
Wait.
now.
What are you going to tell her that she's a prisoner?
No, I'm going to tell her.
Okay.
Oh, that's good. That's a good
No.
thing to keep in the back pocket, though.
What? That's
No,
horrible.
I'll just keep that in the back pocket and remember that. You know, I'm going to walk over to her and I'm going to tell her right now that she can't talk to me like this.
She's not going to care, but go ahead.
I have to
She's
walk
not- I'm
over
going to
with a
make her
bag
care.
of. I'm walking over, pulling out one of my bags of trail mix.
Mm-hmm.
Totally
I-
Michael Jacksoning.
You walk down
I-
below. Naren has taken over a part of the captain's quarters because the chart tables are in there. And she has several different charts out. She's got sea charts, also star charts. She seems to be making some really complex calculations between the two and is making notes on a piece of paper. As you walk in, she's like, pass me the sharpener without even looking up.
Hold on one moment. Actually, before I walk in, before I walk into her place, I grab a bottle of what's ever handy.
Roll a d6. Roll a d6 for me.
Okay.
I want to know where
don't know
Emerald
what kind of
carries
bottles
that
are sitting in
martini
the
glass.
captain's quarters.
I got
Drink it.
Megan
Mm-hmm.
a 1.
Oh,
Actually, it wasn't too bad. It was super watered down wine.
Yeah. All right. Feeling a little good about this. I knock on that door mightily. I'm intimidating.
We
Enter.
followed behind, but we're like far
All
enough
of my
behind that we're just kind of watching.
5'5" elven glory.
Oh yeah, we're totally Three Stooges there.
Come in.
Yes, ma'am. I have been
good.
spending
Can
time
you,
with you.
please bring me
Not
that
seem to be
sharpener?
paying attention to what's going on
But
here. I'm trying to
I'm doing
talk to
something
you.
important. I'm doing
I'm
something
trying
very
to
important
say
here.
Something to you. This is really important to me as well. And I just
Well,
don't
good. Can
feel
you bring
like
me
you're
the
hearing
sharpener
me.
so I can sharpen my pencil while
I
you
don't
talk?
understand why you continue to talk over me when I came in here talking.
Because I'm a higher rank than you. I own the ship.
What higher rank? There's no higher rank. This is a ship.
Well, I'm not in
I'm
there to
calling
hear
the.
that.
Do I have to call the captain?
Captains are hired. I own the ship. What do you want?
What, you own the ship? Okay, first of all, you do not own me, lady. And it is
You work
demeaning
for the
you to
ship, therefore
simply
you work
refer
for
to-
me. Pass me
No,
the
you
knife.
refer to me as Elf Boy, and that's not appropriate.
It's demeaning.
It's demean. Thank you. Thank
Use
you.
the word reductive. Don't forget reductive.
Yeah, it is both
It's
reductive
integral.
and demeaning.
Oh wait, that was not.
and it is integral that you treat the people on the ship with respect,
It's
including
harrowing.
learning their names.
What?
All right, fine. What name do you want to be called?
I am Immeral.
Dabney!
Immeral.
Dabney's easier to say.
That's true.
She's got you there.
In any case, would you please kindly refer to me by my appropriate name?
Dabney.
Fine.
Shirtless dwarf man, can you please hand me the pen sharpener over there?
Who?
Which one?
His name is Gragnold.
You call me?
He's a shirtless dwarf man.
No. If we're going to spend
We're
time on the
man.
ship, you are going to
Look,
treat
he's got
people
you
with respect.
I think you had me as shirtless.
All right, do me.
You're going to treat people with respect.
Excitable
They're gonna-
gnome.
I'm
What
sorry.
was that
I'm sorry.
supposed
What'd you
I
call
think
me?
Do me next. Do me next.
That's demeaning.
Smelly human.
Wait a
to-
minute.
No.
I don't know.
I was just about to get you a pencil.
Listen, pretentious woman. This
Yes.
will not fly.
No,
You can.
barely stands.
It floats okay.
What did you need from me?
If you could pass me that knife over there.
No, don't pass her the knife. She's treating us all disrespectfully.
She called me shirtless. I think that's pretty.
I think it's a
Not your
compliment.
I think it's reductive.
Yeah,
I
and
don't know what that
integral.
means.
it's not demeaning.
You don't know what
No, I
that
think
means
it's exactly
either.
the meaning. You don't even have a shirt on.
I don't have. A
Okay,
shirt.
you know what? Without consulting Dawn, you tell me what that means.
Demeaning. It's,
Or reductive.
It's
well,
when you're shorter than normal.
Read.
I wasn't asking you. I'm asking Gragnold.
Well, reading is when when you look at those scribblies and they make meanings. So,
I think reductive is when you have to repair airways that are in ceilings of very expensive buildings.
So I
Read
Don't-
about that.
think that makes sense, Baron.
I don't think any of this makes sense. And you, Naren,
Lady Naren, yes.
listen,
Oh,
Naren,
she's a lady.
you all need to learn
call
the
me.
names of everybody on this ship.
Fine. She grabs a piece of paper and passes it over to you. Write name tags, pin them on your shirts or something. I have to get back to
Gragnold
my
doesn't have a
calculation.
shirt.
You don't have a shirt. I'm shirtless.
You know, we'll
Can you
hang a
stick it
sign
in your
on you.
beard?
What?
Can you stick it in your beard? Like your beard seems pretty.
Oh yeah, he can stick all sorts of stuff in his beard.
It's true. I put some pineapple in there earlier.
There's pineapple.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
we
there's
got a bunch on the
pineapple. They
ship.
Oh, good.
Well-
That order of pineapple I wanted is here.
We got quite a few cases of pineapple.
Excellent.
It's quite
So-
Delicious.
So, Naren, what are we doing?
Right
We-
now we're standing in a hallway.
Right now,
Not
you're all
you.
wasting
Did I
my
ask
time.
you?
Right now, you're all wasting my time. I'm trying to do
Andy.
some calculations so that we can observe the planets in the best of way possible tonight.
Okay.
That seems fair.
Wonderful. Why are we doing that?
Oh. And she stops and puts down her pencils and kind of. There was an anomaly, which is a strange happening where a comet came from. Is this like flying object in the sky?
Why are you talking
Have you
just like we're
recently
children?
suffered brain damage?
No, but I think you have because I explained this to you weeks ago.
I appreciate how slowly you're talking.
It makes me feel comforted.
There was fine. If you can keep up, then Emerald Dabney elf man thing. There were about 20 years ago. There was a comet that came through the sky, and it somehow changed the orbit of one of the outer planets that seems to be connected with a different realm of existence. 2 years ago, another anomaly happened and also seemed to affect this same planet. It's out of line with its orbit, and it seems to be coming to some sort of zenith in how it's moving. It's going to be closer to our place than any other time in existence, which could have some pretty dire consequences. And I'm trying to understand this. Nobody else has been charting them as carefully as I have, and no one understands them. If I'm able to make up my observations over the next several nights, I could probably, with certainty, calculate the exact date that this planet will be as close as it's going to be to us.
And can we rewind this chat can we back this chat up for just a moment? You can probably say with certainty.
Since this has been hit by an anomaly twice, the movement of the planet has changed. 2 years ago, I could have given you an exact moment in the night when that planet would have been in a certain spot in the sky. Now it is erratic in its movements. Things have changed. The best I can give is a 2 or 3 day window at this point. But if I'm able to do these observations, I might be able to bring that back down to a day.
Do you need any
Okay.
assistance with these observations?
I need quiet so I can do my calculations. You do not have a name tag on. I don't know what your name is.
She's calculating.
Doesn't matter. If you don't need help, then I'll go do something else on the ship. Sounds important, but
When I do the calculations and things at night, I could use an assistant with my telescope.
And I'm an Immeral.
I will help.
You mean elf man?
Boy.
Dabney.
Dabney Immeral elf boy, I think is what
Just Dabney will be fine.
You confuse me.
You confuse everyone, so it's fair.
All right. See you later, lady.
Goodbye, excitable one.
He has a
actually-
name.
He's not wearing his name tag.
Baeridin, put on your name tag.
I lost it already.
Come here, Baeridin. Come here.
It's stuck to the bottom of my shoe.
Come here.
All the
Come here.
pineapple juice got on it.
Baeridin, come here.
It's all sticky now.
No, Baeridin, just come over. Come over.
Meanwhile, Enkai, on the deck of the ship, you have a crate of pineapples and no idea why they're there.
I was actually headed back to Enkai.
I'm just like staring at it.
Yeah. There is also a crate of dried fruits and nuts, though, that
Oh.
is incredibly helpful. Yeah. It's going to be like primo for keeping seasonings up and flavors and helping people get the vitamins that they need while you all are underway.
I'm going to put some of the dried fruit into some beer.
Ooh.
Oh, yes.
So we found a wonderful cellar and decided to get some extra provisions. Hope you didn't mind, Enkai.
No, this is excellent. Good job there. Thank you.
It was, I
kind of want to know what happened to you in the process of that, but
I've been wondering kind of this, it feels like a dream, but not quite. I don't know how to explain it. I really hurt.
Yes, the wounds
I'm
look
very
real.
sore.
Yeah.
Maybe I should go lie down.
Yeah. Go
Is
rest.
there anything else that you need on the ship?
No, I think we're ready to go.
My apologies if I'm a bit distracted.
If you're a bit injured?
Distracted.
Oh, distracted. Side note, I was with him when he got the note, wasn't I?
Yes. Yes, you were. So
I was. Okay. Sorry, my internet's like slightly unstable.
No, you're okay. So just how we've played this is essentially like you all got the note, did a little bit of shopping, got some of the supplies and potions and things.
Potions, yeah, that's right.
Went back to, so it said Enkai went back to the ship and started having to do basically like paperwork and stuff. Immeral went around and was helping Naren. Gragnold was asked to help lift all the heavy things and put the heavy things away.
Okay. And then
while the nature bros went off. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I understand, Baron. I understand that you're distracted. It's okay. We have about 6 weeks travel ahead of us, so plenty of time to refocus.
I'll do my best. My mind will always be miles ahead of where we actually are, but just try and keep me centered and grounded, and thank you in advance.
Oh.
It means a lot to me.
It's no problem, friend.
Thank you.
Is there anything else that anyone wants to take care of before you disembark? All right. So as the day starts to draw on, eventually all the lines are cast, the crew's back on board. You're rowed out past the docks by like a tugboat rower until you get to a point in the harbor where there's a little bit more wind. The sails are unfurled, catch the breeze, and you all are off. Doesn't take too long before the harbor of Jericho grows small behind you. You're able to keep shore in sight for the first few days, but the volcanic islands that you are wanting to head towards are several days' journey ahead. Mm-hmm.
Can I? One of the things that I wanted to do, probably a day or two out to sea, is that I wanted to. Baeridin wants to give Baron a chance to see what the seafloor is like.
Oh.
Oh, cool.
So he's gonna memorize underwater breathing, and then encourage him to bring his goggles with him to allow him to see down in the dark depths, and then turn into probably something like a really big fish or a whale. What would make the most sense?
I'm still trying to figure out whether we sing A Whole New World or Under the Sea, because it could go either way.
Either way, don't you dare close your eyes.
Adam now is playing in my head.
Earworms,
Mr. Adam, sir. What will your treasure be?
Well, you're going to go down where it's hotter.
Under the water?
Take it from me.
Are the fish happy down there?
Ooh, giant snapping turtle. I think that's the easiest projectile.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes, that's amazing. All right. So how does he introduce this conversation and bring it up for Barry?
So I think it's probably like a couple of days in. Bear, would you be by this time like already a little forlorn about missing the forest and stuff? Would that
I'd say given 2 days in, I would be a little kind of not really where I'm supposed to be, because I know that I'm headed somewhere that I'm not there yet, and it's going to be a while, and now that I've left the land behind. So, yeah, I'd say I'm pretty bummed.
So then Baeridin will come up and be like, all right, come with me. It's time to show you the forest.
There is no forest.
Oh, there is a forest.
We're on top of a giant floor of water.
We're on top of it until you get under it. And then you're not on top of it, now you're under it now.
What are you talking about?
I need you to come with me. Come on.
Where?
We're going to go see the forest.
I'm really not in the mood for jokes today, Baeridin.
Well, neither am I. Well, actually, I am in the mood for jokes. Do you know any good jokes?
At the moment, I am quite bereft of humor.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Well, it doesn't matter. You'll feel a lot better once you see the forest. Come on.
What forest are you talking about?
The forest under the water.
Are we back to that again?
There's a lot more down there than you think there is. You see all this water everywhere, endlessly in every direction. But what you're not thinking is you're not thinking depth. Remember, it's like how the crow flies, or any bird. A hawk, an eagle, a sparrow.
Do we overhear this?
Like a hummingbird if it's up really high.
Do we overhear any of this?
Possibly.
Falcon.
I guess it.
A falcon. Falcon's a good one. Yeah. A rock if you threw it really high.
So, what are you proposing?
Oh, I'm going to take you down under the water.
Won't I drown?
Oh, no. I figured out a way to not do that.
He trusts
Remember
Baeridin.
gills.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
Please don't take this the wrong way. Could you explain to me your rationale for me not drowning under what is surrounding me at the moment?
Sure. I'm going to give you the greatest gift of all. And Baeridin's just going to come up and give Baeridin a big hug. But Baeridin's only like this tall, so he's just hugging around his leg.
This is awkward and nice at the same time, but
now
yes, the
you'll
hug
be
feels
fine.
nice. What?
What? I cast a spell on you.
Thanks for the warning. Sure, consent.
The wolf spirit gifts onto you the ability to breathe underwater.
Do we hear this? Oh my
Sure.
God.
can I just look around for any of the party to give me like a, yeah, it's legit, like one of those kind of nods, like, yeah, cool.
Put a spell on you.
I lock eyes with Baron and I'm like, dude, yeah. It's fine. Just
come on.
Does
If we
he
don't
have- does
hurry,
he have
we're going to miss all
gills?
the
Like-
schools.
No, so water breathing basically it just makes it so the water is basically air for you.
So can you tell that this spell has been cast on him if you just walk by?
No, like you wouldn't be able to visually see
You
it. I
can't
don't
tell.
think.
Just looking at
Waterworld.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, Baron, I would go when he gets in these, you know how he is when he gets in these moods.
I'll trust you.
Listen, it's
Yeah.
very important.
Just
once
if
we
I
get
come back
underwater-
with injuries and I can't explain what happened to myself, I'm not going anywhere with you ever again alone.
Okay, none of us can ever promise that you're not going to come back with injuries, especially with, these two involved. But
Gragnold's not coming.
I have things to do.
Yeah.
Fine, let's go.
He was going to lift weights on deck.
wait a minute, so you're unsupervised?
No, Baron's there.
But if it'll help get my mind off of things, then okay.
Listen, this is very important. When we get underwater, you won't understand me anymore.
Will you understand me?
Sure.
Should we
I
develop
grab another bottle of whatever's handy, take a big swig, hand it to Baron.
Cool.
Roll a d6.
Oh boy.
3. This one is some whiskey. And it's got a nice bite to it. Almost like could probably take the paint off of something.
Can he breathe while drinking?
So old granddad. All right.
I was going to say Swanson family corn mash.
Yes.
Its only legal purpose is for burning the warts off the mules.
Good for two things: degreasing engines and killing brain cells.
Yeah.
If you put a little bit of brown sugar in it, it tastes like Old Crow.
Oh, as a member of Alpha Chi Rho fraternity, I've drunk more than my fair consignment.
All right, so you two
All
head
right,
up onto the
let's
deck.
go.
And then I guess Baeridin's just gonna like walk up to the edge and be like, "Don't worry, Baeridin. You'll get to see the forest for what it really is. It'll give you a little bit more appreciation." And then it's gonna like really awkwardly just sort of fall backwards off the.
It doesn't sound like Baeridin's gonna murder him. Like,
It kind of does.
don't worry, it'll be fine.
All right.
I jump off, just shrugging as I dive.
So you jump into the
appropriate.
water, and like there's that instant where you hit the water, and then typically instinctually you're going to hold your breath, but like you don't even feel an instinctual need to do so, and you just notice that as soon as your head goes underwater, you're breathing normally. Your speech is incredibly muffled, so like you could talk, but it's like
You're spitting bubbles. That's all I can see.
I transform into a turtle.
all right, and suddenly you see a giant snapping turtle before you. Or would it be more like a giant sea turtle, but we'll just use the stats of a snapping turtle.
Oh yeah, sea turtle makes a lot more sense there.
Yeah.
I wanted something for him to hold on to. Like
Yeah.
the ship.
All right. I'll kind of, I guess, instinctually, like, kind of hold on to the back.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think this is like full on under the sea style. I think
it's a whole new world.
Yeah.
This is
You
Yeah.
think the whole new world?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
I
So,
can
Very
show
romantic.
you the world.
No, you're underwater. You're underwater.
I can
so Baron, what you see is as this turtle is going down and you're breathing, like it's moving incredibly quickly. You're fortunately, because of water breathing, like you don't have to worry so much about you can feel the pressure on your ears and on your body,
Okay.
but it doesn't actually, you don't need any equalizing essentially.
Okay. Wow.
As you're going down, like you do spot off in the distance, like some gigantic fish. You can make a nature check if you want to try to ascertain what they are, or just let them be.
Would I? Yeah, I was going to say, would I even have much awareness because I'm pretty much like notion?
I think, yeah, actually, I will say don't even bother because, yeah, if you don't,
Yeah, I wouldn't.
your
know.
notion, like it's just like these large creatures off in the distance. They don't seem too interested in you. There's like 2 or 3 of them. Going down further and further, like you notice the water temperature is getting colder. But like you come into this one spot and there's like this stream of warm water. And actually, Baeridin Turtle is able to ride in. It's like the EAC, dude.
Teenage Mutant Baeridin Turtle.
I know. You sail along for a little while in it and eventually come out in this eddy and swimming down and down and down. And what you see are these large, gigantic leafed trees, seeming. As you're swimming further down, you can see there's all kinds of different fish and things down here. You see, as he swims down towards the base of this, these large trees, like as he's coming through, they start spreading away, and you see like the leaves of them are gigantic, completely round, sort of lily pad looking, but more just kind of floating. You can see these small spiny creatures on some of them. And as you're watching, you see one of the trees has a lot of these spiny creatures on it, and like it looks like one of the branches is basically being eaten off, and you see this small furry creature come down and snatch a couple and swim off again, and then another furry creature comes down and snatches another one and swims off. You see these Jack would know them to be seals and sea lions eventually diving down and coming in, but it is strange and mysterious and beautiful.
And I do kind of picture this as like the scene in Waterworld where he's like showing her the like underwater cities or whatever, where Baeridin's basically like swimming up to like sections and then stopping and like letting Baeridin have a chance to watch it for a little bit and then swimming on to another section or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look to the left side of the screen, you'll be able to see the wonderful undersea otters that frolic so mischievously under the water.
And actually, as you are swimming along, you come to one area where you see there is a large cliff face. And you see what looks like... I don't know that either of your characters would know what this is, but to the players, it's essentially like sponge coral, but huge. And inside of it, it's like lightly glowing, and you can see these humanoid figures swimming out of it. And a couple swim up to you. They are holding tridents, and you recognize both of you recognize the species, the tridents. That there was one on Naren's ship when you commandeered it. And they come forward and they're like, "What are you doing down here? Are you looking for something?"
Do you speak turtle?
I don't understand.
And they kind of look and we'll swim by you. And they swim with you all. And kind of... hold on, let me just make a roll for one of them. Yeah, after about a couple minutes of you, Baeridin, kind of swimming along and stopping at places and looking around and kind of pushing your fin around, the one kind of smiles and is like, "Those are the sea lions and seals. They come down to feed on some of the fish and things that live in the kelp forest."
Is he speaking in common?
He's speaking in common, and you're able to understand him under the water. But he sticks with you for probably a good half hour, 45 minutes, showing around. And just showing you the different sites and everything of all of the life just kind of teeming in this section of underwater.
I kind of, without necessarily saying anything, because I'm kind of listening to them kind of guide, best way is kind of like I warmly, like I'm not like excitedly like smacking the shell, but like I'm just kind of like tapping it very like graciously, if that makes any kind of sense. Like, thanks,
Sure. Yeah. And I think we take about that long, just hanging out underwater and seeing the life and everything like that, and then about when he kind of takes his leave, I use that as a cue to swim our way back up and make our way back onto the ship.
All right, make a quick survival check for me.
See how well I know how to prevent Baron from getting the bends. That is a 22.
22. This is actually how well are you able to find the ship that's moving?
Oh, yeah.
But actually, without too much...
I swear I parked it right here!
You are able, very quickly of servicing, able to see the white sails of the ship and to make your way back up to the ship. Getting there, you can see... who would be... Enkai, would you be at the helm or would someone else be steering?
I would probably be there. I don't know. Yeah, I could say I'd be steering.
All right, you see a gigantic sea turtle and Baron riding the back of it, coming up by the stern of the ship.
I would just roll my eyes and be like, Baeridin.
Do you throw a rope over?
I do. I actually throw a rope out to them for Baeridin to grab onto and so they can keep up.
All right. Go for a swim.
It's more of an exploration. He showed me a different kind of forest. It was very well timed.
It's beautiful down there, isn't it?
It has a certain charm. I won't argue. Dry land is still preferred, but it was very nice. We met some Tritons.
Oh, nice.
They were kind of impromptu tour guides. It was very nice.
They're really nice.
So are you back to human form?
Yeah.
Or gnome form?
I think I waited until Gragnold pulled us up with me as a giant turtle. And then I got on deck, and then I transformed into a person.
I come over and give you a hug.
Dog style, shook myself dry.
Now I come over and give you a big hug.
And I'll hug you back, and I'll say, I know it's not the same, but I feel like it helps to know there's something down there.
Gives me a little bit of a more steady footing while I'm on deck. Thank you.
The forest is always with you, Baron, even if you can't see it.
You're right. So what do you need done on ship, Enkai? I feel invigorated.
So what time of the evening is it now?
So this would have been a couple days in. So we'll say it's probably later afternoon at this point, getting ready to sail into the evening.
Well, I think it's time that we go get ready for dinner. I want to talk to you all about our plans over the next couple weeks.
What do we have any?
Well, Gragnold made a special beer, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, so I don't know what Tube has made, but it's always good, right? Yeah, can't forget about Tube. He's the best character on the ship.
Tube the cook,
Yeah.
the galley master.
Yeah.
He's a kobold.
Oh God, I forgot about him.
He's a kobold who speaks like the Swedish chef.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about Tube.
He's the best
That's
one.
Swedish chef for copyright purposes or copyright purposes.
I mean, let's not lie. This really is Muppet Treasure Island.
Yeah.
Oh God. We've got cabin fever. We've got cabin fever.
Oh, actually, speaking of that, because we are a couple days in, who has taken on the job of trying to keep the crew's morale up to keep the ship moving fast? All right.
What have you been doing?
What are you doing for this?
Please say concertina.
Who's Tina?
No, Immeral has actually started telling stories to all of them using both his elemental attunement and what's the druidic version of
Druidcraft?
Druidcraft, yeah.
Are you
Okay.
interpretive dancing stories for the crew?
I am not interpretive dancing
Please
stories.
tell me it's like C-3PO from Return of the Jedi, where like Itu Jabberwocky. Like
No,
making
it
your
is
noise.
not. No.
That was really good, Jack.
Thank you.
No.
It really was.
That was amazing.
No. No, instead,
Sorry.
no, this is the most earnest most of you have ever seen Immeral get in terms of trying to keep the morale up. There's no smartassery. There is no nothing. He just legitimately starts telling stories of a great thief who helped the people in a city called Spellhold. All right, and this pickpocket who would steal from the rich and distribute his ill-gotten gains to all of the poor children at all of the orphanages across the kingdom. Now, he was plagued by the pursuit of the evil, villainous constable named...
Cop Constable.
No.
Yes.
His name was...
Fresh bacon.
You know, Immeral's taking this all very seriously. The rest of the people are ruining the mood here.
Earlier you said he got very earnest, and I thought you were going to be like, "Hey, Vern!" Like, so that's like where my mind
God,
went.
no. He's earnestly
That is a
telling
deep
the
cut,
tales
Jack. That is a deep
of
cut.
the dashing thief.
I love this. I'll say go ahead and make a performance check using your wisdom modifier though, rather than charisma.
Thank you. Because that's way better. Okay. Oh. I'll take that 21.
Oh, nice. The crew seems to really enjoy your stories, especially a couple of them were orphans themselves, and that's how they ended up out to sea. And you can tell, like, after a day or two, like, the stories kind of take on, and one of the crew members is actually telling, like, I've heard a story of someone who was like that, goes across the seas helping to sponsor young orphans.
And I actually tell them that this is the thief that my parents named me after.
Oh.
So this is the Great Immeral.
I like it.
I rolled a charisma check just to see if Gragnold could hold back his emotions at hearing this earnest story, and I got a modified 1.
You're just crying the entire time.
Just tears going down Gragnod's face, and he comes over to Immeral and puts his hands on his face and pushes his cheek back like, "There you are, Immeral." You're doing it, Immeral. You're doing it.
Did you just go hook on me?
You're finding your childhood again. This is beautiful.
So
that is
the
Bangarang,
villainous
sir.
and so the Great Immeral the thief was chased by the villainous Sardur.
Yeah.
Sergeant Sardur.
Oh.
Who
And then what
hated-
happened?
Well, it depends on which tale. Are we talking about Immeral and the Great Bakery heist?
Yes.
Oh, that was a sticky situation if there ever was one. Much dough to be made. Hello?
You tell many puns. Naren
Is
kind of
this
walks
rope
by
on?
and she's like, "You tell many puns." Just
This
Continues
is the statement
on.
of fact. Thanks, Derek.
Yes, but Sergeant Sardur chased the great thief Immeral as he tried to steal the ill-gotten dough from the great bakery.
Well, what did he do with it?
Well, he distributed amongst the people. They were hungry.
Is it just raw dough?
Well, they know how to bake it.
It's the yeast he could do.
You could at least
I
go.
Thank you.
God.
Thank you. I appreciate you rising to that occasion.
What have we done?
Oh, Rachel's getting all crusty over there.
No, we only did what we needed.
Oh, God. We need a pun counter.
So many dad jokes. I feel like the roll is just like a track of dad jokes.
Yeah, we got a slice for everybody. Oh, we're handing it out.
Oh my God.
Man, you guys are toasting. The problem, you're on fire.
Rachel thinks this is getting a little crummy.
Oh God.
Oh, I think it's
It's very wholesome.
Ah!
good.
All right. So anyway, going back to dinner time.
But wait, did that help recruit? That helped.
It did.
crew
No, that
morale?
yep, yeah, that sped you up a
Nice.
couple days.
Yeah.
Awesome. Good job. Good storytelling. Yeah, so I want to have like the big dinner with everyone here, and then like the main people in the crew, like Ro and Proteus, and like not Naren, she's not invited, but
She doesn't care.
she doesn't care, and also I don't want her there.
It's nighttime. She wouldn't want to be there anyway. She'd consider
That's
it a
true.
waste of her
She's
time.
looking at the stars.
Yeah, yeah.
What kind of beer did Gragnold make?
It's got dried persimmon in it,
Oh.
Ooh,
and it's a little bit of coconut.
how many bucks?
Interesting.
It doesn't have any bugs, and there's no bugs down here in the middle of the ocean. But there is some barnacles.
Nice.
Scraped them off the side of the boat.
So it's a little
Little
briny
salty.
flavor. Yeah.
How many legs do barnacles have?
One.
Did you put a lot in?
Nope, just one. One big leg in this one.
What was his name?
Joe.
Oh.
Joe Mama.
Oh.
His name was Joe Mama?
One of the crew members told me that joke. Trying it on for size.
Well, thank you, Gragnold, for the beer. And, here's to so far a good trip. And thank you to Immeral for your wonderful storytelling. It's really helped. We are ahead of schedule. So here.
What sail?
So I just want to go over a few things as we continue on our journey to the southern cove of Baron's lands.
Wait, were you going to that volcanic island first?
Yeah, that's what I was going to talk about.
Okay. Sorry. I was making sure that I knew where to take the story.
No, yeah.
Sorry.
So on the way, we have to pass by this chain of islands, and there's legends that sometimes ships disappear in these islands into what has been described as a never-ending sea of water.
When do they reappear?
They reappear. Well, so we believe from Baron and I went to the library and read this book, and it seems to be a place where the material plane, there's a portal there to the water elemental plane. So we might pass through on the way into the elemental plane. But have no fear. It'll be okay. Number one, we'll start with that. But number two, there's another little thing I kind of want to mention. And Proteus, I'm glad you're here because I know that we've been on this ship in this area before. It's where the former captain perished the last time we went through this area. Because there's a giant turtle dragon that lives in the area. So we're going to try to avoid that. But that is a risk that we're taking by going.
Just as a minor clarification.
Yeah.
What's the ratio of turtle and dragon? Is it more turtle or more dragon or?
It's pretty docile. I mean,
just so we know what we're up against.
It's very dragony.
Captain?
Yes.
Question about this turtle dragon.
Yes.
That's a thing.
Okay, so it is a thing, and it's really large. But it only gets mad. So let me just take it back one step. The
feel
turtle
like you're
dragon
burying
only gets
the lead
mad
on this one here.
The turtle dragon is relatively docile. Okay, so last time we got in a little scuffle because we were actively antagonizing it. We're not going to do that this time. We're just going to try to sail on by peacefully.
Question.
Yes.
For reference and to avoid future altercations with said turtle dragon.
Yes.
How did you antagonize it exactly?
Proteus kind of chuckles. It's like, Captain got greedy.
Not me, for the record.
So the captain that was
captain
killed by this dragon, turtle dragon.
Correct.
Turtle dragon.
He was he was seeking some legendary treasure that the turtle dragon is believed to have in his possession.
Turgan.
And upon doing so, he did not get the treasure. He also was killed.
Turgan.
Marin has inspired in me a desire to save words.
Are you two wearing your name tags still?
Why use many words when one word do?
Good point.
Oh, wow.
How related is the comparison of turtle dragon to turtle dove?
Oh, not related. Not related. I don't even know what to compare it to. Just big, giant, size of an island.
That's a big bird. All right.
Yeah. But not so much birds. More of a dragon.
Dove.
With a hard shell.
Turtle.
Kind of
Dragon.
an impermeable shell. And gets really angry if you attack it.
So permeable, the thing you can tear, right?
Impermeable. The thing you cannot tear. But I think that the turtle dragon is less of an issue. I just want to let you know that it's still out there. We all have our potions of underwater breathing. I know Baron went first one the other day. I also know how to cast the spell, and so does Baeridin. So we're all going to be fine if we pass through into the water.
So question.
Yes.
We all have to breathe underwater to get past this turtle dragon?
We'll all have to breathe underwater. Correct me if I'm wrong, Megan. If we go in, if the ship goes through the portal, we're all going to have to breathe underwater.
Yeah, if the ship goes through the portal, you're all going to be in water completely. Also, if the dragon turtle destroys the ship, you're going to
let me
the water.
Let me ask you as a DM question. Wasn't he not, am I correct in my recollection that he was only mad because we were trying to steal his treasure?
You're also in his territory. So like,
I see. Okay.
It's one of those things of, you get into the territory and by the lore of them, they will leave you alone if you give them an offering of treasure. But if you don't give an offering, they start harassing your ship. And then if you don't get out, they'll sink your ship, right? But your ship did a twofer of...
I'm looking at you, Rachel. I'm looking at you on this.
I didn't do it.
Getting into
we could sail right past the Baron's homeland, but no. We have to stop by a volcanic island where a turtle dragon is.
Let her finish. What did I do? Yeah, he's going to recognize.
Yeah, so you were like right on the edge of the territory, so kind of getting its attention. Like the captain's idea was, all right, we'll have the boat over here to get attention.
Right, and then I will go down on my surfboard. I remember that was pretty sweet.
Yeah, and try to go
I was underwater surfing.
Yeah.
Wipe out.
Yeah, can we start calling you Captain Kahuna?
But then, so then you went and attacked its treasure. So you all irked it in two very specific ways.
Can we play out that adventure? Because that sounds amazing.
We did already play it out.
Yeah.
That adventure
that was,
got lost.
unfortunately, that was the one that got deleted when our computer decided to freak out.
No.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Okay. So if we do disturb the turtle dragon, we're going to offer him some treasure for safe passing. Really, I'm interested into getting into the portal, into the elemental plane, and go finding a good friend of mine on the way as we go towards Barren Islands. I just want to prepare you for what lies
So
ahead.
we are trying to go to the elemental plane?
I am definitely trying to go to the elemental plane, but without disturbing the turtle dragon.
What are we seeking there?
Yeah, good question.
I have a friend there. His name is Reef, and I think he has some answers for me. And only he has the answers.
Does he have any answers for me?
Oh, yeah. Does he have answers for all of them?
He knows a lot of people. Last time I was there, he took me to a witch. She had lots of answers.
Does he
We've
know
met witches.
about making swords have attractive personalities?
I don't know if that is in his area of expertise. But
We'll have to ask him when we get there.
I'll ask him.
What are you trying to find out?
I'm trying to find out how, as a water genasi, I can harness my natural ability to control water.
Natural abilities to what?
Control water.
Control water.
Oh.
I'm just going to give him the straight up honest answer.
Can you control water now?
I bit, but I believe there is greater ability for me to control water, and I can't figure out how to tap into it. I think that Reef knows.
Is this the way that Immeral controls water? Or
Yeah,
is
I'm
this
intrigued by this.
different?
Different. Bigger. Much bigger.
Bigger. Like 2 times as big?
Like controlling oceans.
Oh. That's a lot bigger.
It's a lot of water.
That's a lot of water.
Can your friend teach others to do this as well?
I do not know. We have to go find
I'm
out.
okay.
I think it'd be fun to.
I'm okay. Who said that? Baeridin?
Yeah. Come on.
I wouldn't turn it down.
He's the only other water genasi I've ever known. He was very kind to me. He seemed to know a lot. And so I want to go find him again, since we are.
Okay.
I silently raise up a glass to the captain and offer a toast to our pasts and our friends.
For sale.
So finding answers.
Nice beer.
Linking swords, lovers.
I'm going to ask him where my necklace is. I lost it like, I don't know, 20 or 30 years ago.
Okay, about the sword business.
It was
now that
nice.
we've
It was
had
the
a
one with the
couple
wolf
glasses-
head.
Can we call that app Between the Sheets?
That's the after hours one.
Yeah.
That's the one for 20-something.
Yeah.
Sorry, just ADD brain.
Oh my god. Where is Noah Deer to make these images come
Oh
my god. Oh my god.
Jack wins. Just
Jack-
wins.
Jack
The
wins.
best, yeah.
All puns. Jack
Jack-
wins.
Yep.
All other puns are inferior now.
Wow.
Just when you think it couldn't get better than Weston.
Wow. All right. I think I need a break after that. So we'll take our break a little early.
Oh.
I'm gonna fill up my coffee, so that'll.
Hi, chat.
Hi, chat.
Sorry, that just
Hammer,
broke my
Lord,
brain.
wow, man.
Oh,
Monster man.
Oh, Gem
How's
Hammer.
everybody doing?
So much missed.
Son of a, what's going on?
Oh my gosh. Hello, everybody.
Wow. Thank you all for joining us for that moment of sheer
Wow.
genius.
I'll be right back.
I have so many Disney references floating around in my head.
Are they all Little Mermaid references right now?
No, I wanted to say, Baron, when did you last let your heart decide? As you were. Tell me, Baron, when did you?
I still haven't seen
And I
the
wanted
live,
to say, up
You haven't
here.
seen what, Megan?
the live action Aladdin.
I
I
haven't
haven't seen
either.
it.
I'm not.
It is on the Disney Plus. Not a sponsor. Definitely not a sponsor.
God, if we had Disney money.
Oh,
I also
Wow.
thought about Triton, and I was thinking about King Triton, and then up here they don't reprimand their daughters. There's so many.
Bright
young women.
Yes.
Sickest women. Ready to stand.
You know, I read that and I completely agree with it. There is a sign of adulthood when you suddenly identify more with Triton's argument than Ariel's.
Oh,
You give them a
yeah.
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 It's all over you.
I actually, so I recently gave somebody a tour of Seattle, and I took them to. For those of you who are not familiar with Seattle, it is very aquatic here. We have many bodies of water, and on one of those bodies of water is a lock system to basically even things out, and they have water spilling into that and creates foam. And someone will ask, what is that? And I said, well, that's basically sea foam, like the Little Mermaid turned into. And they were like, I'm sorry, what? And I had to explain the original Hans Christian Andersen version of it.
That is so freaking heartbreaking.
How messed up it is.
It's pretty
She
awful.
did not turn into sea foam. She turned into a spirit.
I thought it was sea foam.
She was going to. She was
Oh,
going to
that's
turn into sea
right.
foam, but because she did good.
Right, and she
turned
didn't
into a
kill him.
spirit. Yep. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
In response to Son of a, I also wanted to make a reference to Ursula with you guys weren't able to communicate with the Tritons, except for there's always body language. That is my first love, actually, was Ariel. I had my first Sony tape deck, and I listened to that album.
It's a super good set of songs.
Your
It
first
is.
love was Ariel, you poor
Yes.
unfortunate soul.
It's true for my wife too.
It was Ariel.
Yeah.
She and I had that in common.
I really
Monster
like
Manual.
the French Cook song.
Les
poissons, les poissons. Oh,
Okay.
When I went to Paris,
That's all the
That-
French I
that was all I said.
know. Les poissons.
that song, Les Poissons, it blew my mind when I found out the voice actor for the chef was freaking Odo.
Oh,
Was what?
Odo from Deep Space Nine, Rene Auberjonois.
Oh, really?
yes.
Oh,
Yep.
Gosh.
that guy was prolific in terms
Wow.
of his voice acting. He was the skeleton
yeah.
in The Last Unicorn.
Well, he was. Oh, that character. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
He was also on Benson. For
Was he the
old
butler on Benson? Or one of the-
no, he was the governor's like attaché assistant. He was kind of snooty.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't remember.
He just got
But
around.
he was like the character. If comparatively, it was like how they had on MASH, Charles Emerson Winchester. Like he had like a real snooty name on Benson. Can't remember what it was, and of course now, this is where Jack's head goes. Sorry, so I have to figure it out now.
Oh, we're getting lots of Muppet Treasure Island references again.
Well, now thanks to Adam and Adam, I've got Les Poissons going in my head.
Oh, it's.
Jotulu, I have missed one.
So I think if they run into Le Mans again, you might have to.
Wait, that was the character that I played in one of the.
Oh yeah.
Clayton Endicott the Third on Benson.
The explosions.
Bury the body there.
Yes. Harumph.
I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give
Give the
harumph.
governor a harumph.
Harumph.
Yeah, you
Watch your ass. Gentlemen, please rest your sphincters.
Well put.
Oh my gosh! If I had time to do the bingos again, there would be.
So wait, we covered
1783,
Disney.
then sue her.
I love the slap at the end of that joke that Mel Brooks does. It's great. Oh.
Oh
She
my
actually
gosh.
did sue them.
Wait, what?
Hedley
Eddie
Lamar
Lamar.
actually sued them for the use of her name
Oh my
Yep.
gosh!
in the movie, and they settled.
What?
Yeah.
It's
The big
Headley.
joke comes.
Headley.
It's Hedley.
Hedley
Oh
Lamar.
There's just so much wonderful that happens.
My
Just more
God.
jokes.
All the
More
jokes.
comedy jokes.
Oh, yeah, and my apologies for the Jim Varney reference that I pulled. I like Rachel was like,
Oh, no,
"Deep
no.
cut." Wow.
You
I love
bring
that
out
reference.
the Jim Varney references.
Yeah, no, that's
Especially
great.
since we had a turtle here. Can we call Baeridin Vern?
My
Hey,
favorite
Mark.
Christmas movie, favorite Halloween movie are both Ernest movies.
Really?
That was my
Ernest
child.
Christmas and Ernest Scared Stupid.
Ernest Scared Stupid. My favorite Ernest movie is actually Ernest Goes to Jail.
Oh, I like Ernest Goes to Camp.
That's the
Ernest
first
Goes to
one
Camp is a
chronologically,
classic.
but It is. It's very different from the other ones. There's a lot of them that are not worth mentioning. Ernest Rides Again, Slam Dunk Ernest, Ernest and the
Got it.
And the short-lived
How many were
television
there?
series.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Oh,
I'm
yeah, he
looking
did have a
that up
television
right now.
series. Oh my gosh.
Hold
There's
on,
a lot
let's
of
see here.
movies.
Well, and isn't that on like the multiple movies and questionable if there should have been another one made? Doesn't the new Bill and Ted movie come out soon?
On the same day as I think one or
Matrix
two other.
4.
Yeah, because it's like all the Keanu on one
John
day.
Wick 4 and Matrix 4 come out on the same day, I think.
Yes.
What?
Well-
Yeah.
I'm going to the
No.
movies and I'm never leaving. I'm just going to see all three of those movies.
Just live
back.
there now.
Yeah.
Okay, there
There's
were.
so many people.
I feel
There
like
were.
Keanu Reeves would be an amazing D&D player.
Oh my God. Let's
I'll
do
bet
it.
he would.
Can we get him on
Keanu, if you
Clinical
want to
Role?
play, let's do
Yeah.
it.
I'll convince. I'll call him up.
Good. Your
I don't know
friends, you mean?
Keanu Reeves. That's a lie. So, I just lied to all of you.
He would be a cool person to meet. There's questions asked about the Untitled campaign that I've been calling Kill Squad. It's going to happen. We're still working out kinks of scheduling and trying to figure out all of that.
That's the problem.
Scheduling is the true BEG of all tabletop games.
Oh, that's the truth.
True what?
Big bad evil guy.
Oh,
BBEG.
gotcha.
There's 9 Ernest movies.
Heck,
Yeah.
Wow.
So nine full ones, but
some shorts.
his first appearance was in Dr. Otto and the Riddle of Gloom Beam in
Does
1986.
it include the importance of being earnest?
Wait, does that-
Wait, was that as Ernest
No.
though?
was that a
To be-
question from Geek Jeopardy? From
Yes.
That's
We don't talk about that.
The biography about Jim Varney is called The Importance of Being Earnest. I bought it for my dad for Christmas.
Seriously, he went Oscar Wilde for his bio?
I mean, his nephew wrote it about him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Called it The Importance of Being Earnest.
No, he was on his first Ernest appearance was actually in a video. You know what I mean? Hey Vern, it's my family album.
I've seen some of the shorts. Really, his best work was Ernest Goes to Jail. Let's be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
Actually, there was a podcast, like a bunch of ladies. There's like a group of women who love Evil Ernest from that movie, and are like, oh my gosh, Evil Ernest, like, yeah, pushes the buttons, and I'm like, okay.
He's got his hair.
I don't know about that.
He did it. He did evil better than Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man 3, but I'll leave that out there in the nerd floor to fight over.
Wow. Well,
No fighting. I'm in agreement.
on that note, let's come back to the game and we'll say goodbye to chat for now. We'll come on back.
We can't expand this into talking about the genius that is Pauly Shore.
Oh gosh.
I don't have time for that discussion.
Genius.
Okay, wait. I do have to do a Pauly Shore moment of I actually quote one of his movies in therapy quite frequently, but I can never remember the title of the movie.
Biodome.
No, it's not Biodome. It's the one where the girl from the Midwest goes to UCLA and she brings him back. Son-in-law, yes.
Wow, that took no time at all.
I don't know.
How fast you guys got that was so good.
No, talking about like not giving yourself the chance to enjoy something where when he challenges her and like, how can you say you don't like UCLA when you haven't even left campus? And that is a really kind of good example of that moment of like, oh, I haven't actually given something a shot and I'm already writing it off. So, yep, Pauly Shore therapy.
In Encino Man, there's a moment where they're trying to get him to drink the raw egg, and then he eats the shell instead. Remember this moment? It's really about context and making sure theory of mind skills. Really important therapeutic moment.
In Biodome, they throw a party.
And then they
invite all their friends to come into the Biodome and hang out for their party.
Megan,
Yes.
when you do Geek Jeopardy, your first non-geeky one has to be Pauly Shore movies.
Yeah.
Yes.
Non-geeky?
Well, that's true.
That could be the tradition, is like a 90s like star that's no longer like all of the, like one could be like Brendan Fraser, and then
Oh man,
The Mummy.
Brendan.
yes,
Brendan Fraser's
I love
Oh.
Brendan
Amazing.
Fraser on
George of the Jungle.
Doom Patrol. Doom Patrol is
I haven't seen Doom
incredible.
Patrol, but I know that he
I'll
came
stop.
in and did that.
It's amazing.
Anywho, sorry, back to the
Yes.
game.
Hi,
I
chat.
guess we'll play
Welcome to
some
this.
D&D here.
Yeah, we're gonna play D&D and stop talking about Pauly Shore. Because
I mean, maybe we should put it to the chat.
Can we
Spend the
incorporate
rest of the
Pauly
evening
Shore into
talking
this
about
game?
Pauly
No, it's
Shore.
already, you say son-in-law, and son of us like son of what? Like son-in-law, so they're already have their own thing going.
all right.
Macaulay Culkin.
Oh yeah.
So after
Good son.
would oh god, that was a creepy movie. After or during that dinner, would any of you all want to say any other words, ask any other questions?
Gragnold licked my biscuit.
I was dibsing.
What you two do in private is up to you.
And you licked it back.
What did I just say?
I ate it anyway.
Hey, Immeral, when you're done, do you think you can go take a plate to Naren? Because I know that you have been helping her in the evening, right?
Yes, I will go take a plate
Maybe
to
not the
Naren.
licked biscuit.
No, I will go take a plate to Naren now so I can come back and celebrate with you all.
I want to go full on hook now.
Okay, I take the plate.
All right.
And I walk over. I knock on the door.
It's nighttime now, so she's up on the deck doing her observations of the stars.
Okay, so I
You did
clear
say
my
you would
throat to
help
let
with
her
the
know. What's that?
You did say that you would help her with her telescope.
I did say that I would help her with a
Wink,
telescope.
wink.
Okay, fine.
Is that a
That's an,
pleasure cruise?
Gragnold, are you like Dvorak?
I'm going Cyrano on this?
Telescope? I won't tell a soul.
I'm
You're
definitely
just like pleasure.
I've definitely done this before.
I think we've done this gag before. Yeah.
Yep. Yes.
Speaking of all the Disney through line, that was Kiss the Girl.
Yeah, but at this point, I kind of want to go ASMR on this and just go pleasure. Just periodically. But I clear my throat to let her know that I'm there, surreptitiously. And Lady Naren.
Darren's fine. Titles are a bother. She has her cane out with the book on it, and she's kind of reading the book, looking at the stars, looking down into her telescope, consulting the book again, kind of making some notes.
Maybe you take a moment to eat.
Hold. She hands you her staff with the book on it, and she grabs the plate and kind of starts shoving some food in her mouth, and she's looking up and still kind of looking through the telescope, and she's kind of hurriedly eating. You can put that down if you wanted to leave.
I said I would help you.
Dabney, right?
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Well, Naren, I said I would help out, and so I'm here to help out.
All right. She can look. What does line 7 of paragraph 4 on the left-hand page say?
Megan, what is line 4? Line 7
It's
paragraph.
basically like a bunch of just letters and numbers. It doesn't make any sense to you at all.
Okay, so what it says is E475 dash HY dash L84.
Interesting. In the margin, after the first dash, please annotate 7J 8K.
7J 8K.
Yes.
And below that, it says, remember to pick up garlic.
Oh, bother. Did you run to the store to get that?
I didn't know this was a thing, and we are also out at sea.
There's no stores at sea.
That's correct.
That's highly inconvenient.
That's why we went shopping before we left.
Yes, we needed to get the scrolls and things.
Apparently also garlic.
Well, anyway, this is fine. She eats and she kind of does, and she rolls like a big chart out onto the ground. And can you hand me that the ruler there?
The ruler. Okay, I hand her the ruler.
And you see her like make a angle with it and draw a line. She draws another line. It's like the compass. Compass. This would be like a geometry compass. The 2 sticks.
Thank you for clarifying. Immeral still has no bloody clue because to him a compass is a spinny thing.
Yeah, the metal instrument over there.
There are several.
The one of the points.
There's several.
She gets up from the ground, picks it up, comes back over. It's since you don't know what the instruments are, you can go.
There's nothing I can do to help.
Well, you don't know what the instruments are, so then I have to do the work myself, which seems to take more time.
Or you could teach me.
Yes, that could be useful. Not tonight, though. The sky's clear right now. There's a bank of fog coming. I want to get some observations in before the fog gets here.
Fair enough. Do you need any other food or drink?
No. Thank you. That was kind and considerate.
You're welcome. Thank you for remembering my name, Naren.
You're welcome.
Part ways.
Oh, my love.
I have a girlfriend.
Oh, your
I was actually going to ask, what's going on with your girlfriend?
Yeah, I know.
Immeral.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm about due to write her a letter. I don't know
she
when it's going to get
Hanging
sent.
out in the Underdark?
No, she doesn't live in the Underdark anymore.
Just saying.
Is the Underdark the Canada of D&D?
Sorry,
Wait, how
what?
is it the Canada of D&D?
Does anyone get the joke?
I got a girlfriend. She's in
Yeah.
Canada.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, God.
She's really hot.
Yeah, she was here. She had field goals. We just stayed inside the whole time while she was here. It was totally cool. You would love to meet her.
She's really hot.
She'd beat you all up.
Uh-huh.
She'd beat me up.
That's more believable.
That's how we bonded. I won in a fight. Barely.
I don't know if I remember you winning.
I didn't die.
Didn't die, but she was definitely.
Anyway, you make your way back down to the dinner that everyone's enjoying. Probably having like a little bit of most of the main meals over, snacking on a few different licked dinner rolls, trying to find the non-licked ones. Enjoying a cup of wine.
Stop it. Stop it.
You're going to eat them all if I don't dibs on them.
I'm going to eat them whether you lick them or not.
But they won't.
But that just leaves the two of us to eat all the dinner rolls.
Baeridin, don't lick other people's food.
Yeah,
What's it
Barry.
be? It was Gragnold.
That's disgusting.
Gragnold, don't lick other people's food.
I didn't. I only licked mine.
Okay, don't lick your food unless other people make sure they know it's your food before you lick it.
I don't think I understand.
I don't. I lick it to make it mine.
So I had to ask Barry if this is Gragnold's food?
And I'll
No,
lick it, and then we'll all know.
no.
I'm not going
Other
to get
people
any
have to
rolls
say
today.
it's your food before you can lick it.
Hey, Baeridin, say this is my food.
This is
No,
your food.
other people who are not Baeridin have to say this is your food.
Well, he asked me to say it.
He said it. That makes it
Other
mine.
people who are not Baeridin have to say it's your food before you can lick it.
When I step up to the side of it and go, it's your food.
You're ruining 30
You have to eat
seconds
all
of
those
good work
things.
here.
Going to.
About 5 or 10 minutes later, you hear a bit of clatter as Naren is making her way down, carrying like
Uh-oh.
a large backpack, all of her scrolls and things. She's like, it got foggy, really foggy.
Can I help you carry anything, Naren?
Yes, Dabney.
Thank you.
She hands you like a bag, and it's got a lot of the scrolls rolled up and things kind of haphazardly. Like it looks like she kind of packed up in a quick hurry.
How heavy is it?
It's not heavy so much as kind of just bulky and awkward.
Why is Immeral being so nice?
I think it's his new
He's
girlfriend.
been away from his girlfriend a while.
Oh.
Also, we told him to be nice to her.
Why?
Why did we want him to be nice to her?
Yeah. I want him to be nice to me. That doesn't really make him nice to me.
He's pretty nice to you.
He's okay.
He was trying to help you with your dinner rolls.
I don't think he was. I think he was trying to keep me from having all my dinner rolls.
Well, I find the whole thing confusing.
I do too. Why?
And
What's
one of
going
the crew comes down and looks at you, and Kai's like, Captain, should probably come up. This is pretty dense.
Right?
Yes.
I walk up. I say, Immeral, come with me.
All right, Captain.
Follow along.
All right.
Biscuits to eat. I better stay
How
here.
dense is it?
As you walk up, it's you've seen fog banks like this before that roll in. Like it is incredibly thick. So you come up This is sort of the aft end of the ship. And so you can see like right around you, but you actually, the bow is slightly obscured with fog. Completely can't see the sky. It's strange. You feel like you're inside of a cloud. Like there's the sound of the water underneath the ship, but like even kind of looking over, you can't really see it. And fog like this is very dangerous in just terms of you can't tell where you're going. You have no sight of navigation.
Let's slow the ship down.
Okay. And so some of the crew run up for the sails. And actually a couple like throw, the water's too deep here for an anchor.
That's what I
think. Yeah. But what you can do is like you throw one off the bow and the stern to just basically create a lot of drag to try to keep you as stationary as possible.
Is there any way to clear this fog? Baron? Any ideas?
Does it seem like a natural fog? Or does it seem unnatural?
What's it seem like to you?
Can I make a nature?
Yeah, make a nature check.
You say
I'm gonna make one too.
Check?
Nature.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Well, it might be the best way to feel the breeze. I don't know. Gotta go back and check my thing.
I mean, there's a great eighth level spell that can control this, but
22.
8th level.
Both. There's something about it that seems very natural and behaving the way fog's supposed to behave, but then there's also parts of it, wisps here and there, that don't quite seem to be fully natural. There's nothing that feels like malicious about this, but it is just strange.
Did this kind of thing happen before? When you encountered this creature?
No. Not that I remember. Yeah. That didn't happen, right?
No, you have encountered thick fog like this before.
Okay.
It's not unheard of. It can last a day or two. Sometimes it just lasts a few hours.
Okay.
But this can happen.
Okay. So it's just very uncommon. And it came in so quickly. So not really sure. We'll just slow the boat down and hope that it lifts soon.
Do I notice anything with this, Megan?
You can make a nature check as well.
What's my nature skill? Okay, that's not great.
And in the heart and light of improv as well. Rachel, I imagine that the sailors would have some superstitions and things around the fog. What might some of those be?
That's, well, I mean, I can tell you what my initial reaction is. It's not really great for how it's going to fare for us, but, well, it's something ominous is coming. Like maybe the gods are, maybe the gods are shrouding the boat to protect us from something ominous.
Ah, okay.
Like they're hiding us, like something is around, so they want to protect, because we pray to the gods of the sea and the gods of like the weather, right?
I like it. What'd you get?
Well, with my +0 nature check, I got a 19.
Not bad. Also, you haven't necessarily encountered tons of fog in your life, so this does seem fairly natural, but there is also just something kind of weird.
Very.
Yeah. Can't quite put your finger on it.
The fog seems weird.
Well, legends say on that fog like this is to protect us. So I think
fog like this is to protect us. Which legends are those?
Pirate legends.
Okay, how truthful is she being on this?
I'll also make an insight check. Rachel, roll. You can roll either persuasion or deception.
I think there's
I just rolled a
hole in the
20,
aloof.
first of all. I just rolled a 20. And
That's great.
Yeah, sounds legit to me. I'm sold. What's your problem?
Plus 8, so 28.
Oh.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm very persuasive.
Yeah, you believe her completely. She is being completely honest.
And I am being honest. Just
and you are, and she is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds legit to me. What's your problem? It's pirate stuff. You wouldn't understand.
Very piratey.
Fine, pirate stuff.
I'm still, no matter, I mean, how legit or anything it is, I'm still kind of making my way up to the bow. Is that the proper nautical term? To the bow of the ship, just kind of trying to like trying to look for any kind of signs, portents. I mean, if this is nature.
I'm walking with Baron.
And as you two make your way towards the bow of the ship, you see that the fog is thickening slowly. And you get up there and you can still see the mid deck, but the stern is very difficult to discern. Like you can kind of see a vague outline of it. You can't see the crew member who's at the helm right now.
It's very strange, Baron. It doesn't come in this way. I don't know.
So it seems like just you and I talking at the moment. Is it really protective, or is that something that's helping people feel comfortable?
I mean, that is what legend says, and from my experience on the ship, I mean, I've been on this ship since I was a child. Knock on wood, nothing bad has ever happened in the fog.
Legends do one of two things. They either scare little children into going to sleep and staying within their boundaries, or it explains things that are too terrifying for us to accept as real. So which side of the coin is your flip land on?
Or this is a blessing from the gods.
Unfortunately, all we can do is wait to see.
And
Hey, Enkai, I don't know if this is helpful, but I can make a
Did we
whole lot
not
of
see him
wind.
because of the fog?
Yeah,
He's like actually right
he's
behind
just
us.
gonna come
Oh my God, what was that?
Ah!
I peed a little.
What's up, Baeridin?
I don't know if this is helpful, but I can make a whole bunch of wind.
What did you eat?
Gragnold biscuits.
I mean, that would be helpful. I mean, to clear the fog a bit off the boat, that would be helpful.
Yeah, it might also, blow the boat.
Or it might do nothing.
I can give it a try. Which way should it go?
Away.
Oh.
So, Megan, I had swapped
whatever
my
direction
5th level
I'm
spell
not.
for control winds when we were on the boat.
Okay. So with control wind, you're able to, you send a little bit of the fog away and it does blow some of it out. And you see like there's these eddies and whirls of it, but it's incredibly dense all around. Because control wind goes for it's 30 feet, I think.
It's 100-foot cube.
Oh, 100-foot cube. Okay.
And then you can make it a gust, a downdraft, or an updraft.
Or maybe not. Maybe that's going to be too powerful.
I don't think Baeridin knows anything about sailing or wind.
I think this is a bad plan. I think that maybe we should go below deck.
Do I stop it?
North winds blow, south winds blow, earthquakes.
It's just some of the crew coming around, just be like, we just wait this out. It's gonna be fine. We just wait it out. And they are actually going about dousing the lanterns. And so it is getting incredibly dark on the deck.
Okay. Everyone, let's go below deck.
Fine.
Before there's no
Follow your orders, Captain.
Captain's orders. Below deck. Everyone below deck.
As they all go down, Enkai, you hear a voice. It's an interesting crew.
Is it behind me, the voice?
Yeah. Seeming back up towards the bow.
Okay. I turn around. What do
Make
I
a
see?
perception check.
Guys, this is from my last episode.
What's an episode?
Perception 12.
12. There's sort of like this glimpse out of the corner of your eye, and you just hear a little chuckle.
I walk in the direction of the sound.
You climb up the ladder up towards the bow deck, and and sitting on one of the large cleats that the anchors are secured to, you see a human man with long white hair, a little bit of a beard, in sailor's regalia, a bit tattered looking, thin. He just kind of smiles at you as he sees you.
Do I recognize him immediately?
Yes. Yes, you do.
And we're all below deck, right?
Yep, you guys all walked below deck.
Oh, how would Enkai react to that? I think I would just look at him for a second and then just put my arms around him and say, "Where have you been?"
Busy.
Too busy to come until now?
You didn't need me until now.
That's not true.
You've done pretty well on your own.
And I'm clearly just talking to him like that.
And he's got an arm around you really tight and just is holding on as well. And kind of pulls you back and is just looking at you. He's like, Captain Ishka.
Where have you been? What happened? Did you bring the fog?
It brought me.
To this place in this moment right now.
Yes. I don't fully understand everything that's happened myself, but I'm here now.
Well, first you need to get down because I don't want you up here in the fog because we know what happened.
It's happening still.
What does that mean?
I can't stay long. But I've been wanting to see you for some time, but Ishka, you don't need to be lost. You don't need to follow in his footsteps.
Arrow. What do you know? I mean, I'm not following in his footsteps. I'm paving my own way.
Kind of just gives you this look of basically feed me another one.
Part of this is because of you. You gave me another direction and then you disappeared.
Maybe. Yes. That wasn't exactly my choice.
Is it still no longer your choice?
I don't know. I have a purpose, but I didn't choose it necessarily, but it was better than the alternative, I suppose. Make a religion check.
It's not going to be very good. I just rolled a 1.
Natural 1?
Yeah.
You're incredibly confused right now. Yeah. Not even able to figure out what this could mean.
If I don't follow in his footsteps, then what direction do I have?
Your crew down there seems to have direction for you. I haven't seen a closer knit group of people in a very long time.
I can think of a closer group.
Being bonded by piracy isn't exactly the same thing as being bonded by friendship and kinship. And Kai, what you want is understandable, but the path you're on is dangerous. And I'll say notable, he never called you Enkai when in the past.
Mm. Where have you been? What do you know?
He reaches a hand out to the fog, and it comes up and it swirls up around his hand, and the hand starts to vanish, and he starts to vanish into the fog before pulling back out of the fog. I've been around, say, trying to guide those who are losing their way or have lost their way.
So people call on you through prayer.
In a sense.
Well, then I guess my prayers weren't strong enough.
Look, I completely understand everything you're trying to do. I just wish you caution in this. Whatever it is that's been speaking to you is dangerous.
So you think it's best to turn the other way? Just leave it all behind and forge a new future.
That's one path. It's not the only one, though.
Which path are you on?
He slides off the cleat and kind of steps over to the side and looks out at the water. You know the stories that they used to tell us. The strange ghost ships in the fog. The treasures that pull on sailors who reach too greedily.
We know how those stories end.
The idea that there's guardians out there being stronger than us is true. One of them, and he puts his hands out and you can see again like the fog just kind of coming and playing around his palms and kind of playing up his arms and playing around, found me that night. And we struck a deal. Can't say I regret it.
So is this you providing protection?
Utilizing resources. The fog was natural. I decided to use it to come and have a visit.
I think I'm back on the scene.
The dragon. It's dangerous.
Yes, but the dragon will not be bothered. I have treasures to throw its way.
Just be careful.
Every creature in the sea can be bought. On it, under it, in it.
One solution type person.
You know, I learned from the best. Well, I learned not to be greedy, but everything else.
Just be careful. I don't know exactly what it is that's pulling on you, but be careful.
I will. So, are you going to stick around?
As you're looking, you can look up and actually you can start to see some stars through the fog. That's my cue.
I grab his arm or his hand.
Yeah. He leans over and gives you a really big hug. It's like, not gone. Still around.
I will pray for more fog.
And you see him kind of smile at you and wink, and he jumps up to the bow and just kind of leans back and flies out of sight.
I'm legit trying not to cry right now, Megan. Oh my
god. No splash. And you go and you look over and there's just a swirl of fog that disappears into the night.
I think I'm just going to stay in the crow's nest
Gragnold's gonna run up to the top deck and then barf off the side.
rolls after rolls after rolls.
Randal, seriously, you made this stuff. How can you be puking up your own beer and you get the rest of us to drink it? I mean, come on.
No, it's the biscuits. I licked too many biscuits.
I told you not to lick all those biscuits.
I had to eat all the ones that I licked. That was the rule.
God, Gragnold, don't lick other people's biscuits.
I learned my lesson.
You learned a lesson? What lesson did you learn?
Don't lick biscuits.
There you go. Don't lick the biscuits. Come on, Gragnold. Don't lick the biscuits anymore. Come on.
I learned my lesson.
Good.
Immeral, if we're all underneath the ship, who's steering the ship?
That's a good question. Running up to the deck. Captain? Where's the captain? Captain! Captain! Oh, Lord. Who is it that's... I just go up to the wheel and I just hold it. I don't really know what I'm doing. But
no, there's someone steering. There is one of the members, one of the crew is steering. So I'm just trying to pull up their list. Actually, this would be...
Tell me it's like Ro substituting because she like hates him.
Sure, it'll be Ro. Yeah, the Dragonborn.
Ro. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad that you're the one who's actually steering this thing.
Row, row, row.
I didn't say that. That was somebody else. Legitimately, that was somebody else.
Her muscle just kind of tenses on the wheel a little bit. She just glares at you.
That's some good rowing there. Row.
I'm steering.
Yeah, steering. Yes. I feel like we had a moment there for just a second. And do you need any food?
And she doesn't respond. She just keeps staring at you.
So that's a no. That's a no from Ro.
I'm gonna come running into the room.
Are you tempted to eat it?
I licked it already.
I'm gonna come running into the room looking like frantic and being like, Ro, change of plans. And then like notice that Immeral is there. We're changing our course.
Right now I'm holding steady till the rest of this fog lifts. And it's still foggy, but it is starting to lift. You can see now there's like a big bubble around the ship and you're starting to see more and more of the sky as it's slowly starting to dissipate and burn off.
We need to chat. Where's Proteus?
He's downstairs still.
All right. I'm going to bring him up.
All right. So send for one of the runners, gets Proteus. He comes up and he's looking a little sleepy. He's like, "Hi, Captain."
I saw Arrow in the fog. He's working with one of the Guardians now.
Huh.
He
explains a lot.
I think we'll have to talk about that later, but he warned.
Am I still standing here?
Yeah, I think you're just standing there.
I think you are.
Yeah, just check. He warned about returning to the place where Edric perished. He advised against it.
If you recall, I have not been happy with this either.
I think it's best if we stay wide of the area and we anchor, and I just try to find the portal myself instead of taking the whole ship in that direction.
We need to come though. How else am I going to find out about my necklace?
You guys are totally going to come. You're just sort of
Yeah.
You're going to bring the one who turns into turtles with you, right?
I'm going to bring the new crew members that I came on board with. Before.
All right, and we keep making for the northern pass to...
Yeah, but just keep wide so we don't even enter.
I have no problem with avoiding the place of that dragon turtle. I have no wish to ever see that volcanic island again. I was only doing it because you wanted us to do it, Captain.
Thank you. And Arrow aged.
Draggle.
How much time has passed?
I don't know how much time has passed.
Oh,
What's an arrow?
Emerald. Hey, Emerald. We'll talk about this later. Okay, we're going to change course. Ro, you want it? We're going to go wide.
Right.
All right. Very good. I'll have to talk to I'll have to talk to the others. Come on, Immeral. Let's go. We have to go find everyone else.
Okay.
I just
Well,
walk. I just leave. I'm
follow the sound of dry heaving for 2 of them.
Gragnold and Baeridin just at the
Never again. Never.
I know.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Do you want another sip of water? Okay, take a sip. Small sips. Small sips.
It's all in his
Let
beard.
it out.
And, like, he's sweating.
I imagine you're holding my hair back.
I summoned some little birds that eat the
Oh, you're a true friend.
Oh my gosh! So these little like ethereal birds come and just
Oh.
clean. Very Cinderella. Cinderella needed birds to clean up vomit from her robe.
That's so sweet.
Wow.
All right, that's what I want to see fan art of now. Not all these emotional moments.
No, I want the birds eating the vomit from the beard.
Randall.
Cinderella.
Yeah, where's Randall?
For artistic exploration, are there still chunks of pineapple with the roll?
God.
But it has to be realistic, you know, if you're gonna.
Biscuits and pineapple.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's that pineapple upside down bread.
Yeah.
God. So, you're not going to cast a healing spell on him?
No, I don't think I would think.
I love it.
I actually have lesser restoration, but
Don can do that.
And he'll never learn.
That's true. And you do hear Don's voice in your head going, "Do you need a heal, Gragnold?"
I deserve it.
Oh,
I did this to myself.
yes, you did. What did you learn again?
Don't lick the biscuits.
All right, here you go. And Dawn casts Lesser Restoration on you. And you don't feel nauseous anymore.
Yes.
Gragnold, stop eating the biscuits.
well, I don't want it now.
And a seagull dives down and grabs it. Even though there wouldn't be seagulls this far out, but whatever.
Gragnold, look! You can see fish eating your vomit.
The circle of life.
And there is some like bioluminescent jellyfish around as well. So like there's this cover, it's really beautiful, but you know it's really disgusting.
You see, my son, everything the vomit touches. A kingdom.
Very good.
I am going to pick up.
We are on Disney references tonight.
The biscuit of life.
The puke before us. He retches.
Gonna hurl, I'm gonna hurl. I'm gonna hurl.
Can you feel the puke tonight?
Hakuna Matata.
Oh. We're a classy D&D show.
This ain't no passing phase. It means no Hurleys.
The biscuits, pineapple in his beard. I was trying to work a be prepared in there. I just couldn't do it.
Oh.
Not for the kids.
That's right. Sorry.
Anyway, you all head back down below. Gragnold no longer retching and munching on a biscuit again.
Is he licking biscuits again?
No, he learned.
No, I was born at night, but not last night.
Oh no, we're getting clips, I guess. All right.
Okay. So there's been a slight change of plan. We're going to make our way towards the volcanic islands, and the four of us.
Can I interrupt you for just a moment? What happened?
With?
You. You're not yourself. Your face is very different.
I would
have to know what's going on.
I was visited by one of the guardians, one of those who watch over the pirates of the sea and provide. I told you the fog was good luck. They provide us.
So, like, did someone pull up at a ship and climb on board deck?
No, they're more.
Who's Arrow?
Hold the phone. Okay.
No, I agree with Immeral. Who's Arrow?
I don't really have a lot of time to get into the details.
The pirate god.
He's not a pirate god.
Everybody's got a god.
A messenger for one of the guardians. And he came to the ship to warn me about the dragon turtle.
It's like the Metadrome.
Megan?
Mm-hmm.
Given I was awkwardly standing there during that entire conversation,
Yes.
really trying to participate but not, how much of a sense of familiarity did I get from both of the other participants regarding this Arrow person?
Make an insight check.
Okay. That's 24.
Oh.
Nice.
They definitely knew who he was. There didn't seem to be too much surprise necessarily. More just, like people who are putting, like when a fan theory is confirmed on a show, it's like, yep, okay, now all those pieces just fell into place. Y'all knew,
you knew who Arrow was. So did so did the other people in that conversation, except for me.
Right.
Who's Arrow?
He is. Him. When he was alive, he worked on this ship.
So we have a dead crew member.
He's a
ghost.
Pirate ghost.
Ghost pirate.
Or is he a ghost?
You beat me to it.
So we've got a ghost pirate that you're friends with.
Gyrit.
Yes.
Gorit.
Did he say anything about pirate afterlife?
No. So we're going to steer clear of the dragon turtle.
Why?
Because I was warned it was an unwise decision, and when the guardians come to you and give you direct advice, it's best to heed it.
Guardians being your buddy Arrow.
He is not a guardian, but he is a messenger.
Why did you think at one time this was a good idea?
I'm not your guy.
That's our friend, buddy.
Well, I didn't think it was necessarily as bad of an idea as now Arrow made me think that it might be. So,
what did Arrow tell you to convince you this was a bad idea?
He told me to be careful and to learn from the mistakes of the pirates that came before me. And I trust him, and therefore I will heed his advice.
Well, thank you, Arrow.
Still don't understand, though.
You're
It doesn't sound like he told you that much. So, what's on the opposite end?
What do you mean? Well,
I'm still just curious, because you were talking about reclaiming abilities of your people. Is it no longer worth that?
I definitely still have full intentions of crossing over into the elemental planes.
Then we're going with you, naturally.
Well, that's why we had the potions, she said.
I was going to ask if you would like to come.
Well,
yeah.
You're a friend.
Yes, we've been there for each other thus far. Don't see any reason to break that up.
We just want to know if this arrow guy shows up, if we should throw a party or Ghostbuster packs or what.
We've got water around us. There's got to be a priest. We can bless it.
I think that they see my eyes well up, and I'd say I don't know if he's gonna come back, but we will take his advice. We'll go the long way.
Did he mean a lot to you?
I would say he did, and maybe one tear.
Visited by dead people sometimes too.
Don't brag in front of Enkai. It's in the middle of something.
We're connecting. This is what I learned. I'm going to tell you something that is also true about me, and then we can connect. We have that in common.
I look down. We have a friendship bracelet. I look down at a friendship bracelet. I nod.
See?
Nice. I'm going to go.
We're connected now.
We'll reconvene in the morning. Thank you all. And then
I follow Enkai for just a moment. And I get her attention. I pull out the letter from my mother. And I hand it to her.
What's this?
We all have people from our past that mean a lot that we've lost. This is the letter from my mother.
I hold it in my hand. I say, thank you. I would love to read it, but I'm not sure I can read it right now.
Point is that we have each other, even if we've lost people in the past.
Why do I feel like my character always has the most emotional moments?
Don't fight
I'm supposed to be stoic. Thank you.
I grab the letter, hug her hard.
I resist at first, but then I hug him.
You have us and we have you.
Aww.
I walk over and add to the cuddle puddle.
Aww.
I think that Enkai lets the moment get emotional, and she's quietly, muffly crying with her friends. Aww.
I think Gragnold and Baeridin are going to come over and join the hug.
Yeah.
And then Baeridin's going to nudge Gragnold and go, "You should start the howl."
I was going to ask what the moon looks like.
I need to look up the calendar.
You actually have a moon calendar?
Of course I do. Oh, that's not it.
No party like a moon fang party.
Let's see. Oh, nope, down. It's been a few months.
We've been out at sea for a while.
We were in Jericho
Yeah.
for a long time.
No, you were only there for 2 days.
Oh,
What?
really?
Felt
Apparently,
like
I'm
forever.
richer now. How much money did I get out of whatever happened?
Well, a lot of stuff happened.
Yeah. So at Pirate Day, so hold on. I need to make a couple of notes. This would be Turtle Tours.
I'm just
Happened
gonna
there.
assume it's a full moon.
It's actually almost full. It's so this is the 10th of summer 3. It is going to be full on the 14th.
But it looks pretty full.
Yeah.
Close enough.
It's pretty full. It's pretty full looking for the sake of the cinema.
Close enough
Yes.
for Wolf Spirit.
Yeah. So I picture the camera sort of pans down the side of the ship, and there's all of our silhouettes in front of the moon, and we all howl.
I would say Enkai also howls perhaps for the first time with the group. I know.
And they say that Enkai's heart grew 3 sizes.
At least
I
more.
continue. I hug her harder.
You all have a nice, it is like one of those just good hugs where like when you think back on it later, you're like, that was a really nice hug.
I mean, the only thing that ruined it was the smell of the barf in Gragnold's beard.
Yes. And it
Other
does
than
smell.
that, it was the perfect moment.
Yeah.
Biscuity.
Biscuity barf.
Persimmony.
Mm. Slow. Sousson.
Pineapple.
One barnacle.
So, oh wait, actually, you know what? I'm so sorry.
The moon was full.
The moon is full.
I knew it was full.
Yes.
I just knew it.
Sensed it.
For the sake of the
Because
cinema.
that's Jericho. Then there's Turtle Day.
Does the people in your necklace only talk to you when it's a full moon?
No, when I sort of stroke it the right
Oh,
way.
just when Good. I wasn't sure.
Yes, it was the full moon when he did this. It was the 14th of summer. It's a few days further. And you all are looking at this point of probably reaching towards the end of fall 1, getting to where Baron is.
When are we going to be in the volcano island?
So you have about another 2 to 3 days of sailing to get close to that area.
All right.
So you all head in, tuck in for the night. Enkai, you walk into the captain's quarters, and Naren's in there working still.
Of course.
Go to bed.
And she kind of looks up to you. I don't need anything, Captain. Thank you.
I just kind of walk past her.
And so you all, we're actually going to probably end just a little early so I can plan for this next foray to the elemental plane of water. Is that where you all are going to go, essentially?
That's
We
what
follow Enkai to the death.
I know,
Although we hope it doesn't result that way.
Oh dear, we seem to be having technical difficulties. Looks like our video dropped on stream, but
No, yes.
well, okay. So you all will have about 2 more days of travel at some people still see us. Okay.
Yeah.
2 more days of travel, and then you'll take off in a skiff to head out towards where the elemental plane would be. So what I'm going to do for the sake of travel, what you are going to be doing is after the plane of water, you will be stopping to restock in a city in the kingdom of Urho, and then we'll be continuing on. So after Urho will come Turtle Island,
Yes, I was going to ask if we were going to Margaritaville or whatever it was called.
Yes, you are. We did not spend all the time building that to not go to Turtle Island.
Eating pineapple. It's a cranible.
And there is 100% a bard named Jimmy there.
Yes.
But we're not going to. So think of some downtime activities that your characters might want to get done during the voyage at sea. So it'll probably take, depending on how well the rolls go for keeping morale up, would be just 2 weeks, we'll say. And then after there, to get to Turtle Island will be about another week and a half, again, depending on rolls.
Do you want those ideas now or in another format? Because I'm pretty assured that I already know how to play drums as Baron. I would sincerely like to learn concertina.
Who's Tina?
The pirate's mini accordion.
Excellent. Okay.
I feel like someone on the ship should be able to teach him.
Yeah, someone already knows that. Yeah.
I really want.
It was in Peter Pan.
Baeridin. You bought a puppet. What kind of puppet did you buy?
Oh, that's right.
I have it in my notes. Baeridin buys a puppet.
I bought a puppet.
Yes, you
What
did.
did I miss?
I totally forgot that.
You bought a
I do
puppet.
remember a puppet.
Oh my god!
I think Immeral taught me how to juggle or something like that too.
Immeral would teach you how to
Yes, he
juggle.
did. Yeah, he did teach you how to juggle.
How did it go?
Yeah, isn't it?
If I remember correctly, it didn't go all that badly.
Wow. Okay.
I love the fact that we're like developing like some serious like traveling circus leverage style. Like we'll come in as a
pirate
traveling
skills, man.
group. Like that'll be
These
our
are
way to get in
pirate
front of the
skills.
king.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Do we have any coconuts on board?
Yes.
A lovely
Sure.
bunch of coconuts.
There
down,
is
well, hold on.
bunch of coconuts.
Down at the pirate fair, one evening I was there when I heard a showman shouting underneath the flare, "I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. See them all standing in a row. Big ones, small ones, some as big as your head.
Head.
Give 'em a twist, a flick of the wrist. That's what the showman said."
Hey,
You wouldn't
You never have to do this for Mufasa.
You wouldn't, you wouldn't sing karaoke with me in San Antonio, but we'll do a lovely bunch of coconuts.
Maybe they didn't have
Nice.
lovely bunch of coconuts.
They might
Well,
have.
everyone you bowl will make me rich. There stands me wife, the idol of me life. Sing and roll a bowl, a ball, a penny, a pitch.
Anyone else
Wow.
have downtime activities that they would want to be doing while the ship is away? Enkai, you're not going to be able to do as much just because you are captain.
I'm the captain. I mean,
You
I'm
have-
not. Yeah, I would say though. I let them entertain the crew, and I probably have like bards on board, like the ones who play the accordion to like entertain the crew. But I'd say I would be spending more time after seeing Arrow in my like chambers, like praying to the gods.
Okay.
I'm recalling on some old forgotten lore.
Yeah.
I think Baeridin's spending time with the chef and learning to cook.
Oh, I like it.
Nice.
Between attempting to entertain the crew with songs and stories, Emerald's actually going to spend some time asking Enkai about her connection to the water and trying to, because Emerald's never really been out to sea before, literally anyway. And he's going to spend times trying to get in tune with the water and, you know, work on elemental attunement skills and all that.
I like it. And how about for Gragnold?
Gragnold's going to continue his quest towards literacy.
All right.
Erin has a lot of books.
She does. She will be continuing to work to do her calculations and to figure things out. All right. So at next game, we'll do a couple of rolls for morale to see how well the ship's going to go. And then you all get to go play in the elemental plane of water. So I get to have some fun.
That's gonna
with
be
that.
wild.
I think the best part is that like Megan, you and I have all this backstory, and no one else can see it because it got lost.
I know.
So we're like, yeah, that guy. Don't you know?
But we are like slowly discovering pieces of it, which is
That's true.
It's
That's
great.
Yeah, no, it's really fun, and that's actually kind of a fun thing too. Is like to have those moments where you stuff can happen off screen, and you can learn about it.
That's true.
Moments of, whoa.
Yeah,
I want to know who Arrow is.
He's the first mate from
I mean, I can spoil it for you, or I can just leave it.
Muppet Treasure Island.
no,
No,
just
no,
leave it.
no,
Let the
no.
story discover itself.
Okay.
That's part of the big fun.
He
Well, let's
tests
go
the
back in
boats,
and chat with Chat for a few moments.
Hey.
Hi,
Chat.
Chat. Hello, everybody who
Hey,
stuck
Chat.
with us to the end. Thank you so much for everybody.
I see Steel Woman on there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
see a
a
lot
lot
of
of
great people on there.
Hey.
great conversation tonight.
So apparently there have been some clips made too as well.
Oh,
no.
Lord, what clips have been made? Oh my
I think
goodness.
us doing our Disney thing
I mean, those
was
are pretty good, right?
There
Yeah.
were multiple clips.
Oh
I don't know.
no.
Clips
Yeah.
So people
Oh,
They
dear.
posted?
I don't
Oh,
know.
instead of us giving bad coronavirus advice,
Yeah,
Oh,
licking
excellent.
everything.
and
That's
then it's yours.
Yeah.
Yes. I stop at food. Yeah. Just lick all the things. And then even the coronavirus can be yours.
yeah.
Oh, too soon.
No,
Oh,
too
no.
soon is the post, person with coronavirus looking for someone with Lyme disease. And I was like, that's, oh my gosh.
Oh God! Oh God!
I get it.
Yep.
I
Let the
was
joke
trying to
sink
do
in.
Epidemiological, like, what do I know about those? But no, it's really just a pun.
Adam was
Yeah.
Adam was talking about CoronaCon, and I was going, man, under different circumstances, that'd be a pretty wild like beach party.
Yeah.
Be like a down south, like MTV Summer
Yo.
Beach Party.
I'm headed off to CoronaCon. That's up, dude.
Wow.
Good night, everybody.
Apparently, New Yorker. I don't know why.
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you,
Oh.
son of a. We will try and save that.
Yes,
we will try and stay safe in
absolutely.
Seattle.
Yes. Yeah. Though this is again. I was talking at the top of the show about playing Plague Inc. and how it changes how you think about viruses and understanding like why
that
it's so
game.
important to get ahead of pandemics and try to take care of this. So
That friggin' game.
Well,
Yeah.
it's just weird the way that a lot of folks are kind of like, well, I got to worry about this. I got to get, and I'm like, oh my gosh, think of the greater picture, folks. Just a little.
yeah,
You know?
yeah. No, it's hard, but everyone stay safe out there. Wash your
Yes.
hands.
Yes, don't touch
Don't
your face.
like
Oh.
say
By the way, actually, I saw a great post for everybody about washing hands. A series of songs that you can sing instead of "Happy Birthday" that are 20 seconds long, so you get a proper hand wash.
Oh,
Like choruses you can do, and my favorite is "Mr. Brightside"
oh,
because
nice.
then we can all be germ killers.
Oh,
Good.
that is awesome. Yeah, wash hands. Don't touch faces. Don't lick all the things.
No biscuit licking. If it's someone else's biscuit, only your own biscuit.
Learn my lesson.
Oh, Songs of Healing has 10 different lists at this point.
Oh,
What?
I actually, I as of today, I started going with Her Majesty from the Beatles because it's a little over 20 seconds long.
Nice.
Wow.
Memory from Cats is a good one.
How long into
don't remember it.
memory? I only remember memories because of the Naked Gun movie. Priscilla Presley is singing it in the shower while the. Perhaps I said too much. I don't know.
I'm with you.
I'll take the MCR.
I think it's too bad that the Cats movie was not properly finished. I think they had a really good cast, and they
Was that play ever properly finished?
well, it was
It's
cheesy
it's
and fun. I enjoyed it.
Isn't it like a what is it called? Where there's no plot. It's just isn't it the play just like a series of?
It's a
I
series
thought
of
it was like
vignettes.
small vignettes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like Old Possum's Book of Practical Cats.
Sure.
Yes, Elliot.
Yep.
I just count to 20 when I wash my hands.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Done.
I'm going to admit I'm ignorant. What is ALW?
He puts watermelon.
Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. I'm not a theater person. I've just proven that to the masses.
You know what? You're better off. Okay, Jack, you're good.
I do laugh at Avenue Q. Does that count at all?
No, Avenue Q is genius.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'm a good.
And we all know the internet is for porn. Everyone's a little bit racist.
Oh my god. On that note, thank you all
Good night, everyone.
so much for coming. See you at GaryCon if
Bye,
that doesn't
everybody.
get canceled. I might do a stream next week and go over again how I do encounter building. There was some interest again in that recently, and I have to up. You guys have leveled up since the last time I did encounters, so I do need to change my when you got out of the Underdark, because that was the last big encounter.
I thought we leveled up after. Oh, you need to level up your.
I need to level up in the spreadsheet that I use to try to figure out, like, am I going to kill you or not?
Please don't.
Well, I want to challenge. I want to challenge you all.
Yes.
But I don't want you. Oh, the chorus to Africa is a song to sing while washing your hands. Done. Yes.
I love that song.
It sounds like Jack. It's going to take a lot to take it away from you.
It will. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do.
Or come on, Eileen.
Dexy's Midnight Runners.
Say Ferris.
That is amazing.
Oh, COVID-19 instead of come on, Eileen.
Oh my god.
Oh.
It's job songs of healing.
So that's two that Weird Al will be turning down. Because he's only turned down my Corona.
I'm going to keep clean to keep COVID-19 away.
Oh no, I don't know if I want to save you at all song.
Oh my god.
That's fantastic. Songs of healing. What else you got?
Yeah.
This is its own show.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, but yeah, I'll try to be back next week with just some encounter building tips. I will not actually be building an encounter that you all are going to encounter. I wouldn't do that on stream. Come on, but I will show. Yeah, you guys might cheat a little bit. I don't know.
We're hugely untrustworthy.
Yeah. But no, I'll be just going through of how I do it because the CR system doesn't seem to work too well. I will say D&D Beyond, not a sponsor. Their new encounter tracker, though, is really amazing. I love that you can finally select the players from one of your campaigns to build the encounter around, and it will show based on CR. And then you can roll initiative and put everyone's initiative in there and track it on that, which is really cool, and it keeps track of the round and stuff. I really like that. It works well. So it's cool. Again, I just wish the CR system worked a little better because they can do it in D&D Beyond because like the magic items are equipped to the players because that's the big breaking point. But anyway, I digress. Thank you everybody so much. It was so good to finally play session 42.
Yay!
2 weeks, session 43. We can move on. We have moved beyond the answer.
All right.
All right. Take care, everybody. We'll see you soon.
Bye, everyone. Thank you for joining us.